Okay.
If it goes live, which it seems to be struggling to do. There we go. Yay, we're live. And we didn't not go live on the wrong channel by accident at all.
No, we didn't do that at all.
Honestly, we did not go live on the wrong channel, ever.
Did not happen.
Didn't happen. It really did not happen at all. But anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live on the bench. At the bench on the right channel as well. So hello, I'm actually clicked go live on my other channel by accident on autopilot. There's no one to blame, but we're blaming Paul Lewis. Just because we can. So yes, hello, we're here for a few hours to provide some entertainment, maybe. Some sort of way or shape or form, I suppose. As usual, there's one or two of us missing. Seems to be the running theme at the minute. Dan was in space for a second there. Well, he's an international globetrotter, isn't he, I suppose? So, just nice for him to grace us with his presence tonight.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
It is. So, yes, no Dan Scattergood. He's away flashing people, and Jamie's had a bit of an instant. Jamie had a bit of an instant today, didn't he, Joe?
Oh, he did.
What happened to him, Joe?
Oh, go right ahead, Paul.
Sorry?
Go right ahead. You can fill.
No, I can't remember. I wasn't here. You told me.
You were.
You told me.
Oh, no. You're not going to drag me into this one.
Yeah, no, Jamie.
It's involves marriage counselling, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Jamie's got family over, so he's not here tonight.
Yes.
We're here to try and provide some kind of entertainment. I've still got to put the wrong bloody picture on here. Oh, my good God. I'm at right autopilot today. I put the wrong picture on the stream and everything. There we go. Now we're right. Bloody hell. Anyway, we are here. We've got Mr. Paul J. Lewis. We've got me. We've got Mr. Simon Shorey, Alan Parker, Dan Croak, Luke Ward. Forgot his name for a second then. He's with us as well somewhere. He's hiding in the dark. Don't know where he is. Dan Pedersen's here. Due to a court order, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here with us, yeah. Roland's with us again. With his fan. Andy Callis is here with Tooth Corner, where he's going to run through extractions. There we go. And with the legend himself, Mr. Joe Camel Larry is with us as well. Have you had a good week?
Yeah.
Well, I
wasn't traveling
God
this
for
week.
bank holiday weekends.
Oh, yeah, where nothing
There is
changed.
that.
Great.
There is that, and I wasn't traveling this weekend, so I'll take that as a positive.
There isn't travelling this weekend.
I wasn't traveling this week, and I'm not traveling this weekend, so
Oh, yeah.
take that as a positive.
There we go.
It is.
So we've got a question for the crew. No, we haven't. We've got a question from Paul, which is on Facebook, which two people have answered properly.
Don't be like that.
All right, you just carry on yawning. So if you can answer that, go over and answer it. And if not, try and answer it when we ask it later. We've got what you've been buying with Si. We've got a group build update with Alan. Questions for the crew with Dan. You got any questions, Dan?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
What you've ruined with Luke. Roland's going to be looking at what you've finished. Who volunteers to do Dan's section?
Roland.
Roland's going to be looking at what you've been working on as well. And we've got Dan's Corn tonight. It's a new segment. Dan Pedersen's going to talk to us about wall insulation and sprayer booth extraction hoses.
Yes.
Dan's Corner literally is a new segment on the show. And tonight we're going to find out what his wall insulation tastes like, because it looks like cotton candy, doesn't it?
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
There we go. Luke's back with a midlife crisis hat.
Midlife crisis.
Finally sorted his lighting out.
And yeah, the lighting.
Okay.
There we go. So yeah, we're here for a bit. If you got any questions, you want to say hello in the chat. Make sure you give the stream a thumbs up as well. And if you're new here, say hello and give the stream a subscribe as well. Subscribe to the channel. There's links in the description down below for anything and everything ISM related. including links to all my page, to the channel, forum, Facebook. Everything's down there. Pro Scale, UMP, loads of stuff. And yeah, there we go. So we have our chat reader. Would you like to read the chat, Dan?
Yes.
Legend.
Yes, I shall do so.
Good man.
So beginning with the one and only Simon Shorey. So
He's in the other bloody chat as well, wasn't he?
I
It's
know.
everywhere. It's like Scarlet Pimpernel.
Yeah. And your prize for being first in the chat is nothing. But congratulations.
Yeah.
That'll do.
It's well deserved.
Swift on his heels by the returning me with a yo. Jeff Light is the first real visitor in, saying good evening, guys. Hey, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Hey,
Hello,
Mike.
Mike.
Maggie.
Hope you guys are all right.
Lurker Parker is in, saying hello. Sorry, Alan Parker is in, saying hello, everyone.
You in the bushes?
Those rumours are not true.
Have you got a comb over going on there, Dan? Or what?
Well, yeah, a little bit. You know.
Yeah. You've got a couple of comb overs under your armpits there.
That beard's going to be going up round the back of your head eventually.
I can't wait for that.
Plan. That's the plan. Or I can just, kind of go like that. Just,
No.
there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Better.
Seamless.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The
Seamless.
perfect disguise. Anyway,
That's a good point,
Alan's
Ben,
in. Timpson72 is in, saying hello again.
Aaron.
Stig Sai is in, saying evening, guys. Hope you're all well.
Bonjour.
Just Johnny is in, saying good evening, all and all in chat.
Hi, Johnny.
Our very own Joe is in the chat, saying hello, all.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Model Kit Beginner, Roland is in, saying welcome to the show.
Hi, Roland.
Indeed.
And Dead Phoenix Models is in the chat, saying hello, all in Chatland. And of course, Dead Phoenix is here on screen, the one and
Go
only.
Pedersen. Go Pedersen.
Can I just say, kudos to Roland. He hasn't managed to play the stream back yet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well done.
I was tempted, but I thought, not tonight.
Well done, Rolando.
Trace
Wasn't
TF
easy.
is with us, saying hello, everyone.
Axel F.
See?
Hello, moron.
Cousins.
Hey, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy.
The Highland legend, that is Hugh Gordon, is in the chat, saying evening, all.
Hello.
You.
Steve's with us, saying good evening, all. Hey, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Alan, have you got leggings on?
I have, mate, yeah.
Thought you did.
Okay.
Okay.
I think the tracksuit bottoms, but he pulled his leg up. They went quite tight around the leg. Looked like a pair of leggings.
Vision of Alan in a pair of leggings. Oh, hang on, I'm going to be sick. I'll be back in a minute.
Anyway. And as is becoming usual now, the time zone friendly PJ Lewis says, morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Night Live show and happy real Star Wars Day.
Actually, you're wrong there, Paul. Yesterday was Star Wars Day.
Yeah, no, it's 25th, not 26th.
Yeah, 25th.
If you're going to do it, at least get it right, Paul.
Yeah, well,
May the 4th be with you.
yeah, I do.
May the 4th. May the 4th.
Just incidentally, it's the 46th anniversary of A New Hope. And it's the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Just thought I'd mention that.
Well, thanks for that.
Thanks, mate.
That's exciting stuff, Paul.
It is.
Right.
And I just feel like we have no hope, but there we go. With stats like that, who needs enemies? Marcus Dale is in the chat saying good evening, everyone. Hey, Marcus.
Marcus.
Cedric is in, Forever Plastic Kits. Hi, Paul, live crew and everyone.
Hello, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, Mika's in saying good evening, all. Hey, Mika. Richard Thomas is in saying good evening, everyone. Thumbs up, everyone.
Hey, Richard.
Hi, Rich.
Rich.
Come up me.
Nigel T is in saying hello, folks. Hey, Nigel.
Hello, Nigel.
Jace the Skullfish is in saying good evening, everybody.
Hello, Jace. You all right, mate?
Hey.
Mark Runciman is with us saying evening, gents. How is everyone doing this evening? Have a good evening's chat.
Not bad, mate. You all right?
Yeah, pretty good.
Good.
Richard P is in saying good to see you all. Hello and all on the chat.
Hello,
Richard.
mate.
Rich.
Graham K is with us saying evening, all.
Hey, Graham.
Hey, Greg.
Graham.
Sure.
And Peter Milgate is with us saying hello and good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, Peter.
I read the
Tease Modeler retracted their message.
Oh, Paul.
Evening all, sun shining and 10 days off. You
Nice.
lucky.
I've
So
got about
and so.
10 days left as well, I think.
What?
Mm.
You're off for 2 weeks, are you?
Yeah, I got my 12 days now.
That's not 2 weeks.
I'm not off for 2 weeks, I know.
Liar.
I know, I'm a scumbag.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Andy Callis is in the chat, and of course, with us on screen, the one and only Andrew Callis. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Hi, Andrew.
And dog callous.
And brush your teeth at least twice a day, or we'll send you to Andy.
Yeah. Actually,
Uh,
don't,
Sean White is-
With his big chopper tool.
don't push it,
that's
then Andy gets the business.
yeah. Sean White is with us. Good evening, crew and all in chat.
Oh, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Stephen Burns is with us, saying evening all. Hope you're all tickety boo.
Hey, mate.
Yeah.
And Lucky is with us, saying hi. A few weeks ago, I asked for help on diluting the lacquer paints, and thanks to your answer, I was able to get a beautiful and glossy color. Thank you. Big wave.
Oh, that's
That's
lucky.
good to hear, buddy.
Well done.
So,
That's
mate,
lucky.
That's lucky. Yeah.
That's more than
Nice.
lucky.
That's what we like to see.
woohoo!
Master Toilet Maker's in, saying I'm front. I mean back. Hello.
Hello, Steve.
David Tubes is with us, saying hello all.
Hey,
David.
Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hello, mate.
Hey, Dave.
David M is with us, saying hi everyone.
Hey, Dave.
Dave. Hi, Dave.
And Wayne Saunders is in, saying hi guys.
Hello, Wayne.
Oh, Wayne.
How's it, Wayne?
Oh, baby David.
And Pierre de la Resistance, Mike Hasselgrove is in, saying evening everyone. Hope all are well.
Hello, mate.
Dave.
Mike.
Yeah.
Bye.
Just about all
And
right. Thanks,
Philip
buddy.
H is in, saying good evening. Yeah, good evening, middle-aged modelling elite crew. Yeah.
Thanks, Phil. Cheers.
Hi, Phil.
Hello.
Tracy F says, someone remind me, PJ, it's yesterday again. Someone
Oh,
remind PJ it's
yesterday.
yesterday.
Just done that already. I know. Yeah.
Yesterday, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
And to get us all caught up, Dave Robinson says, hey, you fine folks, everyone is well today. Liked and big thumbs up all. And then there's some more in saying, read to hear. And then Wayne Holmes joins us, says hi all. And
Hey,
now
Wayne.
read to hear.
Wayne.
Now read to hear, says Alan Parker. And we're all caught up.
Well done, man. Well done.
Well done.
job.
That's quite quiet tonight in there, isn't it?
So far, early. Nice warm afternoon.
Yeah. So it's 52 watts.
No excuse. No excuse. Just take
Bank
this.
holiday weekend, and you possibly confused a few people by starting elsewhere.
Yes, possibly. So yeah, like I say, if you're watching and said hello, say hello. Give us a thumbs up as well. Give the channel a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithms and gets people recommended. Group L news, Al. Come on, let's get out of the way before you're too drunk.
Yeah, so 50 Shades is finished. We're still waiting for people to put their finished models in there. We currently have 2 in there, and this is going to be your last chance to put your kit in there. If not, we'll be picking one of the 2 next week as the winner.
That's gonna
And
be
the
tough,
final
isn't it?
place. French group build is still ongoing. That finishes the 1st of June.
Wait.
Bonjour.
We've got the Le Mans is still ongoing, and that finishes on, let me remind myself on that one, I think that's the 2nd of June.
Yeah.
So they're all finishing, sort of next weekendish. And yeah, then we've got nothing starting then until the film and budget one on the 1st of July, other than the budget one, which, is the £25, £20, £30, £40, whatever you want budget one.
$100.
100, yeah. And to be honest, there's been quite a lot of interest in that. It's been a good take
Yeah,
on.
it's because we're up the price.
Do you reckon? I reckon we would have had more if we kept it at 20.
But there we
No.
go. So there's all the group build stuff. Richie Reason and chat saying, hey, good looking lot and Luke.
Oh,
And the birthday board, Paul Chapman's in the chat saying, good evening, guys. And chat, hello, Paul. Happy birthday,
Hey,
mate.
Paul. Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
Paul.
buddy.
Happy birthday.
Well,
Paul's 70th today, I think.
Yeah.
like a day over
he's older than that.
I don't know how old he is, to be honest. I don't think he's that old. I mean,
It doesn't look a day over 65.
69.
I know.
Again.
He'd be lucky.
Again.
That's later, isn't it? No, sorry.
Never have enough 69s, Roland.
I I'm 59.
Oh, well, 10 more, you'll be there. 70's better, though.
Yeah, nowadays.
Never mind.
I love leaving the awkward silence.
I
Nobody
know you do.
Everyone just sits there like,
I'm waiting for the cricket, but then really.
He's not
I
correct.
don't have the thing on my. I don't have buttons. Someone's got buttons. That'd be an ecumenical matter.
mine's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
What?
Gone. Get my streams demonetized all the time.
Really?
Everyone gets demonetized now automatically.
Is that because of copyright?
No idea. We tried everything: swearing, not swearing, playing that, not playing that, behaving. Makes no difference now.
Even having sign on the stream. That,
Yep.
not the
So
bubble.
it's not there anymore. Anyway. David Wright's there as well. Hello, mate. Michael Gay is there. Daniel from Go For It Painting.
Michael.
And that's and Q Jam's there. Hello, mate. You all right, James?
And
Hey, James.
How you doing, James? You okay, mate? James had to get his cap put down earlier in the week.
Oh,
Yeah, he joined the stream. Yeah, real shame that, mate.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing all right, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever a loose end, James, you're welcome on this, you know. Seriously.
Yeah,
If you
absolutely.
want to join, just give us a shout, mate, and you can jump on. Right then, what should we do first? Come on, someone pick. What should we do first? Rather than me picking, what should we ever go off first?
Who want to roll in this bit?
Let's do what have you finished? Let's start with that.
We're going to go finished or worked on first? Keep them in the right order.
yeah.
Gone first.
Yeah,
Should we
let's do work on first.
I'll decide.
Okay, let's do what you've been working on then, because I haven't put anything in that this week.
Well, you don't want to meet twice in a row, so just keep that in mind.
Hey, speak for yourself. Oh, you mean on here? Sorry. Go on then, Roland. Roland's going to look at Dan's section about what you've been working on. So over to Roland. Don't forget, make a note to your favourite build, because at the end you don't get to vote.
No. I'll say that. I don't know where you were going with that. Yeah.
All fell for that one, you idiot.
I did, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. There we go. Oh, there we are. So it's what you've been working on.
It
Over
is
to you,
indeed.
Roland.
Thank you. Right. And there's some awesome stuff in here. I've already looked. There's some wonderful stuff in here. And I think there's even something in the forum. Let's have a look. Oh, no, that's the 19th May. That is very old.
Bloody hell. Dan! Where's Dan?
Help!
Put your mate's phallus
Right.
down and come and join us.
We're streaking. Everybody, we're going streaking.
Right. Now we start with something very pretty here. It's from Gary on 77. He says, hello. So this is my 132 WNW Pfalz. I've shown it before in the same section, and I had just finished the painting quite a long time ago. Unfortunately for me, it was a string of bad lucks afterwards that made this project life extend itself far too long. The biggest bad luck was the flat varnish, which I had to remove not once, but twice. First, the bottle had gone bad. The second time, I must have been my airbrush wasn't fully clean. So this had the consequence of me having lost a bit of detail and deteriorate my initial paint job and weathering. But still satisfied with most of the work. I've done it. As you can see, I'm now at the rigging stage. First wing done. As my first experience, it went pretty well. One line isn't tight enough and a bit too much CA glue in 2 spots. You're too harsh on yourself, buddy. That looks brilliant.
That looks good.
That's
good.
Great.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that looks really nice. Love the
like it.
weathering as well. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
And then we have Krusty69. My Andy's hobby headquarters 116 Tiger is reaching the finishing stages. It's a beast. My God, it's big.
Gouge.
I do. I love that. I love that camel pattern. That really looks
Huge.
good.
Ew, just falling off the table.
It nearly is.
That's
Right.
No.
And with that, we move over to Facebook. And we start with the birthday boy who's been working on his 135th 350 Tamiya Mogami, a lot of PE altogether, 20 sheets of it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's your
Wow.
own fault.
Oh, my
Touch
sweet
that.
baby.
Look at the
Jesus.
big-
Ooh.
Nice work, Paul.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cow.
Yeah, we'll keep you busy
Loads
that,
of
won't it?
You can
I
keep
feel
that.
cross-eyed just looking.
Sheets of photo etch, and he still has his mind.
Well,
Oh, I
that is
wouldn't go that
debatable.
far.
Wow.
Look at the crane. Oof.
Looking good, Paul. Looking good.
Does look good.
Really
That
sharp,
looks
Paul.
really brilliant. I love that a lot. That's a brilliant job.
We'll have
Wow.
it finished soon.
Luke Tamila is also in. He says, evening, Dan. Evening, Luke. Been working on my Tamiya 124 Subaru Impreza WRC 2001. Got the color down. Now for the decals to be done. That looks very snazzy. That's a lovely color, that.
Good that. Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh, look, it hasn't fallen off the stamp. Paul.
That's kind of an interesting idea, putting the Tamiya stand in the foam block.
Yeah. Right. Oh, here, one of my favorite vehicles. Nigel Tingy. There's the Tamiya Farmo Plus SD AH 116-135. And that one is coming along nicely. Just started the weathering on the Farmo and the figures. Also started the Tamiya Panzer 135, which, as you can see, is in prime here at the back. It looks already pretty cool.
That looks awesome, Nigel.
I
Yeah,
love
looks
the wagon
cool, really.
behind there. That wagon is unbelievable. That trailer.
Yep.
Rear
Yeah.
shaft.
Yeah.
No, that is.
What about
And
the
it's
stuff?
huge. What about what?
The poor
stunt-
bloke in the back's been
that-
caught in a bear trap. That's painful, isn't it?
We've just
Help!
spotted that.
Help!
Yeah, no,
Foot
he's
stuck in a
hanging there.
crocodile.
Yeah.
Roland's not amused. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah. Brendan Leroux has, as a follow-up up to my recently completed F-18C in-flight display, I've started on the Lindbergh 132 kit of the Alien Attacker. This project will also be an in-flight display with a scratch-built cockpit and internal lighting, as well as green-lit laser blasts from the disruptor cannons. The photo shows the size comparison to the 172 F-18C.
I take it that's from Independence Day.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
it.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to say, how good is that 72 scale Hornet?
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Does look good.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that cockpit which he wants to hand build. Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. That looks nice, Brendan. Johnny Just is in, working on his trumpeter, Mill 8, 148, and that one is coming along nicely. No fitting, but issues. Hopefully start getting some paint in on soon. More pics to follow. Thanks for looking. Keep on modeling, my friends. We will just do that, and that looks pretty cool. Yeah.
Good, Johnny.
Good to
That
see
looks
people
really
still
nice.
use the Revell bottle here. Very nice.
Right.
Right, we have David Wright in. He's just a little progress made on the Tamiya 124 Nissan Fair Lady 300 ZX. Not much time at the bench this week, so just some cleanup and priming of running gear and engine bay components using UMP grey primer through the Ultimate Apex. All counts towards my budget build entry. Thanks for
Lovely.
looking, and critique, welcome.
Nice
I
one.
don't have any.
Don't have any. No.
Yeah, that looks very good. Looks cool. Cool car too. Daniel Peterson is in. He has the 125 AMT Plymouth Duster. His entry into the International Scale Modular Group builds budget build. Got a quick half hour at the bench and got the interior assembled today after work. The Pro Scale Pants tan leather really looks great. The flooring is the result of my first ever attempt at flocking. That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Blocking,
That's
yeah.
all right, Dan.
Yeah, that looks cool. Let's have a look at this beautiful engine. Here you go.
That's good. That's really good.
That looks good,
Yeah.
mate.
Good, Dan.
Yeah, looking nice, mate.
No, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Oh, Bluesniff Garage. Evening all. Been working on this Aoshima 124 RX7 FB. It's the Daytona race car kit, but I decided I'd like to do the new Hasegawa version, which has more detail, and use the Arashima kit to have a bash at a rusty build. Painted with AK Interactive Rust colors, AK chipping fluid, then Tamiya blue over the top. Chipped the blue paint away with a scoring pad. I painted the plastic body kit sections in NATO black to give it the look of a barn find. Kaido Racer says someone just bolted the kit onto. Not much more to go on this. Will probably be finished very soon. Cheers, Dave.
Oh,
That
really
looks
good.
epic.
That's
Yeah,
really
it
good.
looks
I like that.
That's
I like
so
that.
basic. That kit is so basic. I think I finished that kit in like 3
Is that
days.
the one you built, is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Anyway,
Yeah, it
it's a
looks about
great
the same
one.
condition as yours.
Yeah, more or less.
Sorry, Luke.
Good job.
That looks
Ah,
good, Dave. Really good job.
yeah, very nice. I love it.
I like it. a lot.
Right, we have David Robertson in. So this week I've been cracking on with the builds for Bovington, started the Trumpeter T72M4ZZ, Czech modified T72M in NATO green, as well as the 4 135th scale master box Ukrainian soldiers, 2 Azov soldiers, 2 territorial defense. Right, this obviously is the tank which we are looking at, and here are the Ukrainian.
The headless soldiers.
Yeah. They look a bit harmless at the moment. You're right, Dave. But that tank is coming on nicely. Very good.
Nice one, Dave.
Right.
Looking good, Dave.
Daryl E. Masters. Evening, Dan. This week has been mainly track building. Yeah, it's always exciting, isn't it? The 135 Mini RT55A Polish production. Tracks are Fruin model, white metal tracks, burnished with ultimate burnishing fluid. Cleanup and pins for wheels next. May not make the show at Daughter's Place tomorrow. Thanks for looking.
Looking good, Daryl.
Well,
Those are
that's
good.
pretty cool. That looks good, Daryl. Oh, Mark Ewing is in. He has the Eduard 148 Hellcat MK1 in Royal Navy scheme. Freehand camo over the hairspray technique. The same with the prop. At the moment, working on the fuel tank and undercarriage. Still lots to do before it's ready for the next Model Club meet.
Good, man.
That looks good.
That looks
good.
great.
Mark.
Yeah. That looks ready to go. Sean Togami is in. Hi all, been busy for the past few weeks and didn't really have the time to post it in this section. The camouflage scheme has been painted in Mr. Color Dark Green on my AHHQ 116 Tiger 1. Oh, it's Andy's Hobbies headquarters. So here we go. Since it was my first time applying camouflage, I resorted to pictures of Tiger 131 and the pictures in the manual of the variant I am building. Considering it's my first time, I think I did okay.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Looks good, mate. Yeah, I like it.
Those are
Sure.
good.
Oh, very good.
Very nice. Here we go. Very cool. I like it.
Like.
Right. Next is Chris Stover. Continuing. Oh, yeah, that one. Continuing to
That's
work on
great.
this ICM 148 HE111Z1. Finally got the masking gun. The nose section is quite fiddly. Start on the 5 engines next. Yeah, that cockpit glass in front, it is a bit of a
That's pretty cool.
fiddler. Yeah. But it's just such an interesting plane. It
Yeah,
really looks
very
like.
cool.
Absolutely huge.
It is. It is. Right. Oh, here we go. Dave Hardy is in. He's more progress on the Jujimi 172 E2CJ Hawkeye and Airfix 148 Chipmunk this week. Painted with Tamiya and Mr. Hobby acrylics, clear coated with Halfords lacquer. Right. Here's the Hawkeye, and here is the Chipmunk. Very nice. Very
Good,
cool.
Dave.
Yeah, very nice. Keith Holford with the 124 Aoshima Lancer Evolution Final Edition. That's the body, all painted and clear coated. For this, I use black primer and gunmetal from ProScale paints. Matte touch-up paints, gloss black, and then clear coated using ProScale paints 2K clear. Yet again, great products from ProScale paints. I definitely will be investing into more of their product. Thanks for looking.
Looking good.
Well, looks good. Looks really
Yeah.
good.
Very good.
Very tidy.
Nice shine, nice and clean.
Beautiful.
Awesome job there, Keith. Oh, Paul J.
Quality products, you see, that's the thing.
Yeah, wrong section again. Paul J. Lewis, evening, Danielle, and model kit wranglers everywhere. Here's update number 2 on the Ancient's Destiny spacecraft 1450-ish scale from the TV series Stargate Universe. All the stretch build elements are complete, or as complete as they're ever going to be. I've coated her in a light blocking satin black ahead of the next stage, a very complicated patchwork of a paint job made up of various blacks, dark grays, and other colors, including metallics. The stage after that involves drilling out hundreds of tiny windows and, at some point, probably losing the will to live. So watch your space. No pun intended. Thanks for looking, PJ.
Can I just ask a question about that?
Yeah.
Go, Paul. I was confused by the 2 pictures, thinking, hey, and then I realised what you've done.
Yeah, the clues in the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah, I know. That's what I saw. Like, why did you put 2 pictures the same?
I'm looking forward when you start painting that to get the different shades in. That will look epic.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's
Very
that
cool.
today.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Right, Richard Thomas, he's been working on his 125th 68 Chevy Chevelle SS 398 this week. It's been on and off my workbench recently, but back on my bench this week. Body is sprayed in TS19 metallic blue. Interior is TS29 semi-gloss black with a dash in TS6 matte black, using blue embossing powder for the carpet effect. Airbrush was out again. The engine was painted in Zero Paint's Chevy engine red instead of the wheels from this kit. As see by the pictures, I'm thinking to put the Foos wheel from the Revolt 65 Chevy Impala kit. Thanks for looking.
Good.
That looked good with
I
those.
like that. That's very, very clean. Yeah.
I like that.
Nice.
I like those wheels from the Impala kit. I look forward to seeing those. Yeah, that will be
They
interesting.
fit nice.
Nice one, Rich. Very nice.
They look really nice.
Oh, yes. Sue is in. Hi, Dan. Been working on this dude, the Tree Lord from Age of Sigma.
That's cool.
Yeah, she knows her figure painting. Yeah, that
It's
looks
good to
really
see you branching out too. Stick with it.
Yeah.
Oh, leave it alone, will you? Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
She's a budding modeler.
Oh, she's a good stick, is that, Sue?
I already said, I've already used the stick one.
Uh,
Now I'm stumped.
Hey.
Oh, hang on, I just twigged.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
well rooted.
well, that's a certain.
What was
Well,
that?
I said you're a bit of a stickler, you are.
Yeah, well, that's the root of the problem.
Yeah.
I think she can leave now.
Hey, leave it out.
Yeah. Yeah, these jokes
All right, enough.
Maybe not.
Looking really nice. Sue.
Boo!
That's looking really sharp. Sue.
Right, Mark
Um,
Wright. Good
you-
evening, Dan and all. This week I have made a start on the Gecko Models ATMP in 135. First non-car build, and the instructions could be clearer. Start making the rear trailer, and it called out the wrong part in step 3, which was helpful. Ran into a problem, see Luke's section, so instead made all 9 wheels and started on the main shell. Thanks for looking. Ah, that happens, Mark. That happens.
Who we lost now? Who comes back? Somebody else goes. Andy,
Yeah.
It's the dog.
the dog.
Mr. Dog.
Oh,
Mad dog.
Oh, yeah, Andy. Yeah, okay.
Ah.
Right. Well, buddy, you're getting
good
there.
start,
You're getting
Mark.
there.
Good start.
Yeah, you're getting
Yeah.
there. You will be fine. Cam. Oh, Cam is in. Hey, up there,
Oh.
gang. Dan and the gang. I miss you guys. Well, I miss you too, buddy. I have been working on my Calamity Schnabel, guys. Slow but steady progress. I'm going to kick it up a gear. Are you really? In the
Yeah.
coming weeks, so watch this space. I hope to catch you in the Hangouts soon. I hope you're all well.
Nice.
That's about all right, Cam.
And
Good to
sure.
see
Good
you.
to see you, Cam.
Nice, Cam. Looks cool, man.
Yeah,
You missed the seam line there, though.
yeah, again.
No, it looks beautiful.
That's awesome stuff.
Nice tape over the nipples. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, he had
Yeah,
to do it.
keep it
Otherwise,
classy.
YouTube will demonetize. We don't want that. Right. Cy White, evening Dan and the crew. Hope you're all well. Not managed to get a great deal of time to model this week. However, I have started work on the Fiat 131 Abarth. Engine is nearly complete. Just need to add a few more parts and give it a wash. Thanks for looking.
Nice one.
Here we go.
Good sign.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Quick jump.
Here we go. Nice straightforward. Then we have Peter Mulgate. Oh, that already looks good.
Hello.
Dan and crew been hanging out all week, continuing to work on Model Factory Hero 112 scale Ferrari 312 F167. Finish line inside. That's what you think, Peter. She now has brake lines, wheels, and a cockpit. Lots of work on the front end this week. That looks awesome, buddy.
Very
Yeah, very cool.
Looking good.
Oh, and it is a beautiful car. Let's be
Peter.
honest. Wow. Wow. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's looking awesome, Peter.
It's riveting.
Oh,
It's always
very
one.
cool.
Yeah, very, very
I'm
cool.
not going to mention there's Mr. Rivet, but
Oh, that one there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And last, but certainly not least, Mr. Paul Bretland with his Revell 125 Oldsmobile 442 nonetheless. There's a ProScale Prime on it, a ProScale GM Matador Red, which I might add looks awesome.
Oh,
Kits,
sorry.
decals, Mr. Hobby Duo Aluminium trim, ProScale 2 clear coat. Yeah, and once again, it looks fantastic. It really
Quality
does.
products, you see, always work better.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. And that red is beautiful.
It's a
It really-
lovely red, actually. Yeah, I do
It's a
like
nice
that.
colour. It's a nice colour.
Very, very pretty.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, and that was it. Thank you very much.
Well done,
There we go.
Roland.
Nice.
Nice one,
Well done,
Roland.
Roland.
Thank you, Roland.
Cheers, Rolande.
We've got a bit of chat to catch up on, I think. Let's have a look.
Probably.
James says, yeah, he's doing all right. He's prepping for a night shift. He's still trying to get over the flu. Oh, crap. Hope you get over it, mate. Paul Christopher's there, evening, fellow modelers. Stuart's there saying, hi, guys. Sorry a bit late. Watching the classic finish at Monaco between Ayrton Senna and Nigel Mansell. Hope you're okay. Well, hello, mate. Sue Shaplin's there. Hi, Paul and the guys. Hello.
Hey, Sue.
How's it, Sue?
Hey, Sue.
Mike B's there. Hello and good evening, gents. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Michael.
Shane's there as well. Hello, Shane. Evening and morning, folks.
Hey, Shane.
Sean Tagami's there. Hello, mate. Graham French
Sean.
is there. Evening, guys. Hello, Graham.
Hi, Graham.
Dan saying, if this is works in progress, voting on finished builds is going to be tough. It is.
It is.
I
It
think
always
Paul Burridge is there, evening all. Brandon's there. Hey, Brandon. Hope you're okay,
Hey,
bud.
Brandon.
is. Hey, Brendan.
Oh, Brandon.
Jane said he must use so much paint up on Destiny. It must have took a bit of black paint, that, Paul.
It did. It did. Several coats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice axe from Shane. Stop barking at the wrong tree. Bigsby's there. Hey, old Chris, you're well. I'm a bit late, but made it. Did I say Sue was in the chat? I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
It did.
Sue.
Hey, Diggsy.
Dark Soldier's there. Hello, Wall. Digsby's there, obviously. And James is there. JC Bricks and Builds. And Dave Robinson saying some gorgeous works in
James.
progress all. And as a segue, Paul, anything you want to talk about tonight at all?
Yes, part 2 or week 2 of the model truck build is on James's channel, JC Bricks and Builds, tomorrow at 1. If you'd like to sidle across there and have a look see, I'll drop the link in the chat a bit later.
Will you be there, PJ?
Possibly.
Oh, I've got some gardening to do.
You're not going to jump in and heckle him again like we did last week?
I might do. I might jump
I'll
in.
join you. I'll join you. When's that? Tomorrow at 1?
It was very good.
No, yeah, but you've got to promise you've got to come up with some original jokes because, like last week's boring.
Who, me or him?
Him.
Oh, yeah. I can think of original stuff. Don't you worry.
Same old.
Hang on, he's
Bit
only
of
getting upset
originality,
because
Simon,
he's
bit of
fell asleep
originality.
in the curry, and that's what came out. It
Oh,
wasn't a joke,
come
it was
on.
just-
It's just old hat. Move on. Come
Oh.
on.
It's funny, man.
Just move on.
Ooh, touchy.
Who's waving at a telly?
Hi, Sue.
Lunatic.
What was that?
Aaron's there. Paint order. Thanks, Paul. No worries, mate. No worries. Thank you, Si, as well, for putting it up very quick tonight.
Oh, yes.
Well known for putting it up quick on a Friday.
Eyes
Blue
always
quick when he
looking
wants
up
to.
quick.
Blue pills.
Does it
You know
take
what?
to get 'em up?
I really, this new webcam I've got is epically good, except when I get close, oh my God, it picks my grey hair up really bad. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
When I get close, it's terrible. This getting old bollocks is a load of crap.
Yeah.
I need some just for Paul.
When did you get to my age, mate?
It ain't fun.
I got 20 years for that.
Really?
How old are you?
66.
I'm 45.
Okay, fine. Oh, I didn't know how old you
Nice
were.
compliment, PJ.
Oh, thanks, Paul. Thanks.
Yeah, you put
I would
it
have said
in our
older,
head.
but
Very
okay.
nice.
If
Cheers.
you want to lie about your age, that's just your problem.
Yeah, I always lie about people. Cheers. Wendy Hickson's in the chat. Hi, everyone. Hey, Wendy. Hope you're okay. Rich is there as well. Hello, Rich.
Hey,
Rich.
Hope you're all right, mate. I'm sure PJ we missed the pedantic truck builder again. You need Alan. Alan's your man for pedanticness.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you can't solder, though.
Neither can I.
Lazy.
Andy R says, going grey. Hey. I don't know if that's a dig at me or what. Sorted up some PB for a Panzer 38T. Nice.
Good point, Graham. Good point.
That's a good point. Better grey hair than none. Yeah, no one goes bald in my family. We just go grey. Must be terrible to lose your hair.
Oh, yeah. No, it must be.
Be good. Don't say it.
I'm not looking at Simon.
Who said Simon? Oh,
Nobody looks at Simon.
Alan,
I was
wow.
looking at Simon. I was looking at there's a few receding hairlines in here. I was looking round. Anyway, it certainly is. Thank you, Andy. Cheers, mate.
That's the
And
worst hat ever,
Rob's
Joe.
there. Good evening to all. Hello, Rob. Hope you're keeping
Hey,
well,
Rob.
mate.
Hey, Rob.
How are you keeping, Rob? And how's your new car? You did tell us what you bought. I forgot what it was now. Was it a Mitsubishi? What did he said he bought something the other week?
A Brum.
What did you buy, Rob? You did tell me, and I forgot what it was now. Can't remember what it was. Bought a new car, and I forget what it was. Sure, it was a Mitsubishi Evo or something. Might be wrong.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Anyway, there we go.
Je ne sais pas.
Je
Right.
ne sais pas.
I'm waiting to find out what he bought.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
Yeah. We're all staring at the chat. Awkward silence.
No, patiently waiting.
Simon might as well get his section ready while we're waiting.
Yeah, I would recommend. Yeah, I do that side. I would recommend everyone's looking for a new webcam. These Razer Kaios are epically good. Seriously good webcam, but they're expensive.
Imported Nevo. Which one, Rob?
I thought it was.
It's got to be a Tommy Mackinnon, hopefully.
An evolution.
Andy
Well,
asks,
because I guess after the 6, weren't they available here anyway? 7 onwards, officially.
Yeah, they're available.
What done?
The Evo 7 onwards were all available in the UK, weren't they?
Yes.
So it must be pre-7. So.
Well, let's import a clean car.
yeah, low mileage, clean car with higher power than it should have. It's quite common with the Jap cars, though, isn't it, to have higher power than the stated?
Oh yeah, because they were all stated. Nearly everything was 276 horsepower or 280 PS.
Isn't it 240 and they have to start jumping through hoops or something? To,
280. Yeah.
is it 280?
Agreement, wasn't it? 280.
Because their MOTs are really strict over there, aren't they? That's
Yeah,
why we tend to
Tommy
get
Mac,
it, isn't it? Low mileage.
Nice, very nice.
It is a Tommy Mackinnon. Wow.
Wow.
What colour?
Lucky.
What colour, Rob? That's the important. I hope it's red. It better be red. It's got to be red in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever colour. Very nice, mate. Lovely.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well,
What
the Tommy
colour?
Mac said he came in red anyway, didn't they?
No.
I think they were white as well.
Yeah, there was white.
They did the white. They did do the white.
There was white and another colour as well. There was 3, I think.
Lero.
Might have been yellow. 16,000 miles. Wow. I don't know.
Probably all wrapped around trees in the UK.
Red. Oh, he's got a red one.
Yep.
Legend. Awesome, mate. Love it.
Good man.
Graham says, when you guys built the Artillery Fear 500? Roland?
If it is the 112, it's a good kit. You're going to like it.
Yep. Richard's 91 watching. Thumbs up. We got 54. We need more. We need more. Mark says, I forgot to say I did the rally I did 2 weeks. I impacted. I finished 9th overall my BMW E36 compact. Nice.
Oh, that's pretty good, Mark. That's pretty good.
And James saying 16K. Would love to see that at some Japanese car shows. That's low mileage. Very nice, mate. Good investment, that, isn't it? With that low mileage, that's a good investment, isn't it?
No, very good.
Very nice. Right then, Si's going to have a look at what you've been buying. Let's go and have a little butchers over with Si.
Let's have a look and see what people have got.
Ooh.
Not a lot.
You'll like it.
That was a good one.
Was it?
That was a good yeah. That one not so much.
Okie dokie.
Holy print lines, Batman. Let's go to some fingerprints.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's going to take some sanding or filling or both.
I'm only saying this because you asked a question in the hand section a bit. I've already seen it.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've seen it.
Holy crap. It's
Cool,
cool, though.
Scribing and sanding on that, isn't there?
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, where else are you going to get an escort van? That's what it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Auto Trader?
Yeah. I bet you'd be pushed to get one in Auto Trader.
Yeah, I bet they're getting rare now, aren't they?
Anyway.
So cool. So cool.
It's your section, mate.
No, it's all right. I was just letting Alan ramble on there. Right, first up, Graham French, who says, hi, guys. Something different for the Escort stash this week. A printed body shell of the Escort Mark 1 van from eBay. This may be built as a full dealer delivery van with old-fashioned sign writing on the rear panels. Kit comes with headlights and RS 4-spoke X-Pack alloys. That's good. These will be changed to standard rims with skinny tyres. RS alloys will be used on another project. Also just arrived another bell kit Mark 1 from eBay. Stay safe and take care, guys. It does look pretty cool, I have to say.
I think what would be good to do with that, Graham, is to get one of the Tamiya Escort Cosworth kits and put a Cosworth running gear in it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
Next up is Nigel Tingy, who says bell kit's 124th MG 6R4 and a monogram P51D, which he saw on us. He saw ISM had built one. Paul, I just had to buy one as it's something a bit different. Yeah, that's very cool. Nice, mate.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah,
different.
Transparent see-through. Be interested to see what it looks like.
Transparent see-through.
Next up, a man with class and quality at the top of his list, quite clearly, is Luke Tamilla, who says, hi guys, just a couple of bits for Pro Scale paints, Subaru wheel gold, Brembo red and yellow brake caliper colours. Gold is for current bench work, which is his Tamiya Impreza WRC 2001Z. Nice one, Luke. Next up, we have Glue Sniff Garage. She says, hi guys, got this 124th Oshima Cyber Formula Super Asurda this week. 300 odd parts with full interior, engine and chassis detail. Can't wait to get stuck in. Those do look interesting. I am tempted at some point to get one.
I say he's just finished another one of those, hasn't he?
Yeah, they are pretty cool. I like them.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Mr. David Robinson, who says this week he picked up a few Tamiya rattle cans, TS61 NATO green, TS6 black, and TS78 field grey. I'm guessing he's going to be doing a one massive scale tank at some point, 16th or something.
Either that, he likes swapping paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also picked up the Master Box Azov Regiment Defense of Maripol. Nice one, mate. And as well as the Master Box Territorial Defence Force of Ukraine Bucha Cleanup.
They're good.
Yeah, very cool.
Bit of a random title at the bottom, last bit of sentence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bit political, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm
Very
very
cool.
I'm very date specific too.
Yeah.
April 22, yeah.
Interesting how quickly some of these companies have cashed in on some of this.
Yeah.
And that was that one. Yeah.
Is it Master Box a Ukrainian company?
It might well be.
Might be, yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, what a kit that is. Look at
Next
that.
up, we got Mark Lloyd. He's got himself a Flak Panzer Gepard.
Just FYI, that's 1/16 scale.
Pretty cool, and that looks pretty big. Yeah.
That is,
Remote control that one as well, isn't it, Paul?
radio control, yeah.
Looks like an engine in it. Very nice.
Very cool. I love those old Black Panzers.
Yeah, they did Tammy did quite a few of those, didn't they, back in the day? Different.
Yeah. You still get them now, don't you?
Next up, we have Mr. Sean Tagami, who has a Pro Scale paints order from earlier this month. He's pleased to say all the paints arrived safely. Majority of the paints for his mates that wanted to try the products out. That's good news. First up, a bunch of Rosso colours, Ducati and Ferrari Rosso Corsa. Very nice. He also got himself some Championship White, Mazda Brilliant Black, and Porsche Arena Red, which I like. And he's got the Rothmans Blue, a couple of those. And we've got some 2K, very nice. And some primers, etched metal primers specifically. And Lucky Dip colour. That's a nice red, actually.
Yeah, Lucky Dip.
And we've also got a Lamborghini Arancio Atlas California 2-paint mix, which is really cool. A lovely orange.
Yeah.
And that is it from Sean. Nice little haul there, Sean. Well done, mate.
Thanks for your custom as well, Sean.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very, very much. And let us know if your friends enjoy them.
Thank you very much for feeding William.
That lucky dip colour is a good idea. Really good idea.
Yeah.
Which?
A lucky dip colour, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Really good. I love it.
They don't come about for any other reason, like me mixing the wrong colour up or anything.
Yeah, but it looked good.
They're genuinely customer requested colours where I've been given the slightly wrong code or something.
Right.
And I've mixed it up and thought that's not the right one, and then I've gone and looked and found it. That's generally, they are specific colours, although they're all one or two. I've got no idea what they originally were because I forgot.
We were going to call them Paul's Boo Boo,
Just
but we thought
to reiterate that we can't order them again because some of them I can't remember what they were.
No.
Right.
Well, a case in point was one was Roland's. And I messaged Roland going, "This doesn't look quite right, Roland." And Roland's like, "No, it doesn't." So I looked again.
I remember that.
Yeah, I found it now. Oh, I've got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. We just don't know what they are.
We just called, well, we sort of know roughly, but we called them Lucky Dips because Paul's cock-ups didn't sound good on a bottle of paint. Right, next up we have Mr. Dan Croak, who says, after a long period of self-restraint on buying, I couldn't resist some Hobby Lobby specials while I was in New York. He got a Revel 37 full pickup, an AMT 34 full pickup in Sunco livery, and an AMT 66 in Buick Wildcat, all in 25th scale, plus picked up some Testors dull coat. Nice one, mate.
I really like the look of that Wildcat. I like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it?
What's the kit like, Dan? Does it look all right?
It does actually, yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah, I like
I hope you brought about 5 bottles of that dull coat back with you, Dan.
3.
I hope you picked up some liquid decal mask. That 37 Ford looks really cool actually as well.
Yeah, I like that.
I really like that.
I just built that. It builds up very nicely. But I love that wrecker.
Yeah.
His name's Dan.
Very nice. Dan also got some Pro Scale paints which arrived whilst he was about. Flocking. Hell, he's got all of our flockings there. More colours coming shortly. Some primer and some paint for the Bell Kit Citroen C3 WRC. Nice
Nice.
one,
Very
Dan.
nice, Dan.
Spot
I'm
on.
just going to say James was referred to as his prolapse paints. Thanks, James.
I'm gonna have to buy more flock in there, won't I?
You will have to when we get some more up there. It won't be
Block,
long.
yeah. Right then,
Next up,
I'll talk because I didn't put any info for you,
Go on.
Si. So this kit, we were talking about this on last Friday's show, and I said I'd like to get one. And before I knew it, Andrew Dewar had messaged me saying there was one on the way because he's a lunatic. So
Nice
it
box.
arrived today, mid me doing that bench update. So I had a quick look through the box, and I'll do a full review of it. Looks a really, really nice kit of a very nice looking car as well.
Oh yeah.
And that car will be mentally fast as well. That thing. So thank you, Andrew. You're a legend. It looks a really, really nice kit. And this is my 037 rally book, which I had a quick scan from a bench update today, which is patron bench update, sorry. And again, great reference material, all very close up work, pictures. So yeah, should be a valuable asset.
cool. Cheers, Paul.
There we go.
Very
And
nice.
next up, we
Very
have
cool.
Mr. Sean White, who says, "Evening, Si, and just the one
Nice.
parcel from Veteranus for him this week. All a 124th. He's got himself the new Porsche 911 SCRS, which I have on my list. It looks cool.
Oh, so
The
do I.
Toyota Supra A70 and a Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. Very nice
Are
indeed.
you going to do the super red by any chance, Sean?
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
This was red, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was lovely. That was mine, wasn't it?
That skyline doesn't look bad either.
No.
Oh, prolapse.
Next up, we have Mr. Tracy Fogelson, who says, here is his recent purchase from ProScale Paints, some wheel colours, brake caliper colours, and a couple of colours for future builds. Also got some primers and degreaser. He got a few bits from Alan Parker Scale Models, thanks to the airbrush holder and the 40mm tape dispenser. Thanks for looking. Nice one.
You might want to read that note, the personalised note in the background side as well.
Yeah.
Sends with the
Yeah.
kit.
Tracy, thank you for supporting ProScale Paints. Please photograph your work and tag us in your social feed. Many thanks, Paul and Simon. I'm hoping it all arrives in one piece, Tracy. Hope you're well. Hannah and James. Well done. Nice one,
Hannah's
Hannah.
referred to
Simon.
the 3D printed stuff, by the way, as well.
Oh, nice.
Well done.
Paul Simon
Nice hold
makes
there.
paint.
Hey?
And last but not least is Tees Modeler, who says he's driving into the rabbit hole of resin for the first time with the Aston Martin Vantage, and a lovely kit. You'll enjoy.
Oh,
Just take your time and enjoy.
Yep, you'll enjoy it. It's a good kit, mate.
It is. And
I
that,
need-
folks, is it this week.
Excellent.
Nice
how
one.
much do you think I can get for a kidney?
At least £8.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I can't afford that then. Darn. That's a beautiful kid.
It is.
What kind of kidney? Like the ones you put in a steak and kidney pie, or
Does the victim know you've removed it, Dan?
Well, they will.
Some poor passenger on the bus is like,
That was
Yeah.
expensive fare.
Right. Tony Tibbs is there. Talk to me. Saying, evening, fellas. Just worked out to watching my phone while having a few doom bars in the garden. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got caught doom barring in the
Yeah.
garden. I wasn't
Yeah,
happy.
nice.
we don't-
Doom bar's nice. Good
Yeah,
ale.
Go for the grid. Masterbox and mini off figures in his stash for Andy. Masterbox is a Ukrainian company and percentage of the purchase is going towards meeting the needs of the armed forces of Ukraine. Good.
That's
I was going to put the full title of that kit. No, it's just, yeah, I understand where they're coming from. Just sometimes it goes a little bit, yeah. Anyway, ISM and Rodin and Ukrainian as well. Yep, they are. Which Dan's going?
Go for it.
Oh, Daniel. See, Daniel.
Yeah.
Look, he says, hi, I have to clear coat. Oh, put that in your questions, Dan.
Oh yeah. Okay. Got it.
And says, you guys like a paint, I can set recommend the Hataka range of clear coats. Yeah, I tend to use 2K, mate, to be honest, but yeah. Use a lot of them as colour coats, WW2. Yeah, but other good things about the Hataka lacquer. Hataka lacquer?
Sakalaka.
There we go.
Oh,
Right then. What should we do? What should we do? We've still got Roland's, Luke's questions, and Paul's.
I say let's do Paul's.
I was asking you. Been here 5 minutes. He's taking over.
That's him.
Who do you think you are?
Oh, that's lovely.
What are we doing? Paul's question. Paul, go on. Over to you. Requested by Dan. Thin ice, Dan. Thin ice.
I know.
I'm only joking, mate.
I'm too heavy for thin ice.
Oh, me and you both.
Okay. Question. Just held over from last week. Every now and then, a problem occurs during the course of a build that requires some major lateral thinking to find a resolution. Okay? What unusual items, tools, techniques, or non-modeling products have you resorted to using to get the model build back on track?
oh God, don't get me started.
Mr. Parker was productive with his one-word alcohol.
It's
That's
true.
three words.
3 words.
3 words. Yeah.
It fixes
One word alcohol.
Alcohol fixes everything.
Not necessarily. Darrell E. Masters was in. He says, self-doom is usually my first thought, but after that fire, the bin, etc. But in all seriousness, I took the kitchen sieve once behind the wife's back and wired it up to a 9-volt battery for static grass. It worked okay. Cool.
Sure, she was thrilled.
Dan Pedersen's in. Says, I will say that once I've made a serious mistake, I turn to the Hangout for advice. Well, there's the first mistake. I've learned so many things from the wealth of knowledge, and most of them I would have never thought of as modelling related.
Oh, none of us are modelling related, you're right.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing how many ways you can set fire to a model, isn't it, Dan?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Unusual things used. So bleach is one.
Oh, yeah. I use that all the time.
Yeah. We've got things like washing up liquid in the tumblers for cleaning the white metal. Another one.
yeah.
Things like that. Even just things like your common garden cotton buds, aren't they? They're solutions from the house, aren't they? They would never necessarily, not a modelling specific. They are nowadays, but they never were until what, 5-10 years ago when they started to be actually made as modelling products.
Yeah.
And these things.
Yeah, micro brushes again. They're from the beauty industry, aren't they? Beauty industry.
There's some new stuff I would like to show you. It looks like cocktail sticks, but they have tight cotton on one side, and it's really nice. It's it's not as soft as.
I've not seen them before, Roland.
Yeah.
No, never seen them before.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, well, here you go. You never learn out.
Well, your sanding sticks originally came from cosmetics.
Beauty industry, yeah.
Yeah.
Even things like toothbrushes, which gets onto the question that Lucky asked. Lucky, we're going to add your question to a segment in a minute. It's questions for the crew. We'll answer it in that for you. But toothbrushes, great for cleaning out panel lines, things like that. So
Super glue.
Stupid glue, yeah.
Yeah, super glue gel.
What's that? Soap?
What flavour whiskey is that one, Dan?
That's soap. That's Castile soap. It's a very cheap, basic soap for making soaps at home, but for using it to mix, like when you're sanding stuff, to break surface tension. It's non-perfume, doesn't very little effect on anything. I even use this to mix my own stuff for a car wash as well.
One of the things I've used on this Destiny is power tools.
Yeah.
Power tools.
For
A couple
sanding.
that I picked up from Paul is a hair dryer and a coffee warmer.
Jeez.
Yeah, the coffee warmer, yeah, that's another one, yeah.
Coffee warmer.
That's a big one, PJ.
Well,
I'm going to be mean now and nick this from Andy because see where he's going. A torch for finding things on the floor. I seen Andy was collecting his torches and I thought I know where he's going here.
Almost.
I know where he's going.
That is actually very handy for parts that you've lost. But however,
UV lights.
UV light cure resin,
Yes.
filling seams, and the instrument what do you call them?
Panels.
Instrument panel, anything clear. This is the cure light.
Yeah.
Also handy for taking to hotel rooms.
So you can admire your handiwork.
Okay, so Dan quote straight onto Amazon.
Even a tea sifter.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah.
Use that for static grass.
Yep.
And flocking.
Flocking. Yeah.
Talcum powder with super glue to fill.
Filler.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Gone outside and grabbed branches and stuff from outside.
Miniature desk vacuums.
I was literally just looking at that.
Yeah.
Well, even my spray booth, I originally built with a bathroom exhaust fan and then upgraded to a turbine fan. But I mean, the rest of it is basically just built out of leftover lumber.
Yeah. Like Andy R says, tea lights great for melting and stretching sprue.
Yeah,
that's why I've got. That's why I got a lighter in here, but for melting sprue and that.
Yeah.
And when you're bored, dipping your fingers in the wax and making little molds of your fingertips.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Grow up.
Wax, and that's a different game, mate. That's nothing
You all,
to do.
you all do it. You know you do.
What, hot wax? No.
No. What you don't?
Right, I got Lucky.
Hot wax, Simon.
Lucky. Listen, buddy. We've got your question. We've added it to Dan's section in a minute, which is called questions for the crew. So when we get questions in the chat, we answer them in a bit. So when we get to Dan's section in a minute, we'll answer your question. So bear with us, okay? Just patience. Patience is all you need.
You haven't forgotten.
Unless you're Roy Castle, then it's dedication. And to stay away from those smoky bars.
Oh yeah.
Smoky bars. I'm trying to think.
Don't get the relevance there, Paul.
No,
Roy Castle.
I got it.
Roy
Yeah,
Castle,
we got
Record Breakers.
Yeah.
Trumpet player. He got lung cancer from all the bars he travelled playing the trumpet.
I did not know that.
Used to love that TV show as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's me. Put the mood down on the stream.
Yeah, thanks for that.
There you go.
Nice, thank you.
Well, let's
Anyway,
tear us all
I'll,
up with Luke's section.
Yeah, go on, Luke. Whip it out.
Oh no, don't.
Let me just get it up, and then I'll find my section.
Which could be a while.
Lucky. We'll answer you in a bit. Calm down.
Shall we do questions for the crew?
Let's do questions for the crew, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
We got you covered, Lucky. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so questions for the crew. So, Lucky, yours will be question number 4.
4.
Technically,
Means you're gonna
question
wait.
number 5.
Wait.
Come on.
So, question number 1, 1 syllable. So, actually, it's Mr. Pedersen is first in, who says, so this week I was able to wire an engine and have it look halfway decent. Are there any tips, tricks, specific wire size that work better than others? Cheers, guys.
I use 0.5 mil wire for mine, which is probably the lowest diameters you'll get mainstream. Alan put me onto it. It's called hookup wire, isn't it, Al?
Yeah.
You can get packs of it on Amazon. It's basically for temporarily connecting electronics, kind of, in a way.
For mocking up electronic circuits and things, yeah.
But
Is it the stuff you get in breadboards? For breadboards, is it, Al? Like little jumper wire?
You can use it in bread, but it's normally for sort of laying sort of tracks, but you obviously do
It's not necessarily in a diameter wire you need to worry about, because you're not really using that. It's the insulation itself.
Yeah.
And while some of them can be a specific AWG, you can't go on it, as I've found out, because you'll get it and it's way bigger than you think.
Yeah.
And going from 0.5 to 0.8 to 0.8 is a big step.
Yeah.
And it looks overscale. So I found 0.5 to be the best. So look on Amazon, and when you're reading up about the cable, don't go by the actual AWG of the wire, which is the wire thickness. Look for
Okay.
the actual outer diameter of the whole thing, and don't get
Yeah.
anything over 0.5 because it just looks overscale.
You can find it on Amazon, Dan,
Yeah.
and it's a roll.
That's it. That's the stuff. That's it.
It's a roll of multicolored. There's
Okay.
purple, yellow, green, black, blue, red.
Orange.
Coloured then, Joe. Is
The
that what you're
orange?
saying?
There's an orange in there, yeah.
Like a rainbow, isn't it, Joe?
I
Really?
can sing a rainbow too.
So yeah, well, the reason why I asked that was because I was using old like cat line and telephone cable, and I always found it very thick, and I couldn't position it the right way.
Yeah.
What I did with this one was actually Peter Millgate put me onto it, was to use solder wire.
Yeah, solder wire is a good idea because it holds the shape. But another thing, like with the top studio stuff in the super detail sets and the instructions, it gives you a couple of ways to actually like wire stuff up. And what I found works quite well is if you get a length of wire, however long you need it, take the end off, so you've got a bit of the inner core protruding. Just grab that with a pliers, pull the whole core out.
Yeah.
So you just got the rubber sheath, and then snip a bit of that core and pop it in the end, and you've got something to actually get a positive kind of location in your hole, but you've still got that rubber wire, which is quite malleable. And then you can use like non-fogging CA to kind of, get that where you need to go. But that, but again, you can just, because sometimes when you bend the wire, it kinks and it looks kind of unnatural. Like.
Yeah. That was always the issue I was having, was that it never.
Yeah, these wires
stayed in the right place, or it was too firm.
Yeah, or it looks just too sharp of a turn you wouldn't expect. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And if
I
you want
struggled with that.
if you
this
want even
wire
a
holds
thinner
its
wire,
shape very nice.
if you want even thinner wire, if you get something like the 0.5 or maybe put the 0.8, is probably easier to do. Strip the outer sheath off, so you've got the outer sheath, and then stretch the outer sheath, and it will go down to about 0.2, 0.3 mil before it snaps.
Yeah.
You'll have a really thin wire then of whatever colour you want.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You can also if you get heat shrink obviously when you heat it up it shrinks, but you can pull and stretch that as well.
Same sort of thing. Yep.
Just give it a pull and it'll go quite far. So you can get it nice and thin, and you can use that then where the area of that heat shrink that goes from thin to thick, you can chop that and use that as like a rubber boot or something as well.
Oh, nice.
There is another option out there, and that is if you have a fishing tackle shop anywhere close by. You can also find this online for an online fishing tackle supply, but in fly tying, there is a very fine, it's not lead wire, although I think you can get the lead wire. It's an alternative to lead wire.
Like spider wire?
It's dead soft. In other words, you can get really, really nice smooth curves in it. But it's very, very small. I don't have any here with me at the moment, but that's the stuff right there. It's brilliant.
This is called Scientific Wire. Well, it's from the Scientific Wire Company. It's soldable wire. It's 0.3. Okay, and you can get it in various colours. Okay, this is green, obviously. You can get reds, yellows, blacks.
Yeah, that's core winding wire. That is, Paul.
Yeah, I know that.
Enamel coated wire, isn't it?
Enamel coated, yeah.
It's perfect for doing engine detailing. So
that's the stuff they use in like cheap.
Is it not a bit shiny?
You can paint it up, Paul.
You can paint it.
I know, but you can paint solder, can't you? Then that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the wire the proper colour, personally.
Yeah, I quite like the stuff we just showed.
Yeah.
The rainbow roll. That's got a nice sheen to it, and it holds shape nice, a nice even curve. It holds sags nice. It makes it look like it sags naturally.
Yeah.
It's nice stuff.
So I will say, do not try to use beading wire. That stuff is way too thick.
No.
But no, thank you guys. That was, I've been struggling to find something really good. So I've got a few ideas now. Thank you.
Yeah. And that rainbow stuff on Amazon's really cheap.
Yes.
It'll last ages as well.
Oh
Absolutely
yeah.
ages.
You'll never have to buy another roll.
What was
But
it?
the only thing about it is you'll use lots of colors, and then you'll feel really bad that you've not used purple wire, and you'll end up using that in a few builds. Because you'll feel bad for it because it gets left out normally because everyone goes
poor
for
purple wire.
yellow,
Oh.
red, poor purple wire.
Poor wire.
So there we go. Okay, so second question is from Graham French, as was alluded to earlier, actually. Graham says, "Evening, guys. My question is, what is required to prep a 3D printed body shell? Will a normal sand down to prep remove the swirl marks from the printing process? Is standard primer best/compatible? Stay safe, guys." So, prep for a 3D printed body shell.
Black and Decker.
Black and Decker.
Depends how big those steps are. They should
Yeah.
stand down quite easily. You might find there are a couple of spaces you need a little bit of filler, but just go easy, find sandpaper, and you should be fine.
You just make sure you wear a mask.
by
when you-
hand.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely wear a mask and wear some gloves, because that dust gets really, really itchy after a while.
Yeah.
And you might not have a reaction or anything first off, but the way it works is the more you're exposed, the more susceptible you are. And then once you have that reaction, that's it. You'll have it like every single time. So yeah,
Glove up,
gloves,
rubber up.
a mask.
Yeah, rubber up.
Rubber up, yeah. A good idea is wet when you're sanding. That'll minimize the dust. I'll keep the dust down to like a sludge. At least it's not airborne then. But yeah, as I said, just sand. It might be beneficial to spray a layer of filler primer on, just to try and minimize your sanding.
If it's gray primer, gray plastic, use a black primer.
Yeah,
Look,
like
still a very good range of filler primers for that sort of thing, so worth checking them out.
Prolapse paint.
Prolapse. Oh.
Yeah, apart from the safety considerations and filler primer, the one thing I would say is just be careful, because 3D printed resin is inherently brittle, so
fragile.
It can be very easily to snap. It can be very easy to snap something. So yeah, if you're wherever you're sanding, support the backside with your with your other hand.
So standard lacquer primer compatible as well.
Yeah, you can put anything on it.
I tell you
Stone
what,
Res UMP primer.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
Look, he's got no
I think
patience.
a bit of a language barrier there, Paul.
Look, he's got no patience at all, have they? None.
We'll get there to you, Lucky. We're getting there.
Lucky, wait. Just wait a minute. We're getting to you. Bloody hell.
Bing bong.
Right, we'll answer your question next week.
Don't do that.
Okay, so next question is a question in two parts. Is from Mark Ewing, who asks, "Where do you think the hobby will be in 10 years? Technology and kits," which is the first part.
Probably about the same as it is now. In all honesty.
Yeah,
Probably.
But as we were talking about last week, 3D printing is like a big thing, but it's going to be a long time, I think, until big kit manufacturers like Tamiya, Revel, and stuff can incorporate it into the.
Well, I don't know, because Humbrol already sell a filament printer, so.
I think Andy Kais touched on this the other week. The bigger issue may be the fact that they might ban all use plastics.
Yeah.
Which will then force your manufacturers to go another route.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I will say is if like people like Tamiya and Vel and AMT do go down the route of actually 3D printing stuff to sell, then that will push development of 3D printers along, because they obviously have a big market and then they're going to need some development. But as
But,
far
but
as
I don't think it would. I think modeling is small fry in the 3D printing world. I think
But I
the
mean,
other
it's-
industries are driving.
And right now, you can buy kits that have 3D printed detail parts with the kit.
yeah,
The previous, you would go out and you might buy resin for aircraft modeling. You might buy resin exhaust stacks, resin accessories, intakes for jets, for armor, different, tool parts, maybe drive sprockets. Now you can, some of these kit manufacturers, like I said, Edward is switching from resin detail parts over to 3D printed parts. As far as detail parts going with kits and being added in with the purchase of the original kit, I think we're going to start seeing a lot more of that.
Yeah.
The actual parts, I think that's going to be a thing. The files, I wouldn't say so, because there's just too much.
But I think the interesting thing is, if you look at how popular, certainly in certain markets, the like of Gundam, Gunpla are, compared to, I would say, the majority of our modeling, which is probably the more traditional modeling, I think there's a risk that the current modeling companies like Tamiya, like Revell, like Airfix, that if they don't figure out what's going on, then these other markets will just take over and will sweep up the next generation of potential modelers, which is probably people 3D printing stuff at home. That's the risk, is that they miss the market opportunity.
I think they go side by side. I think, technology is advancing at a pace. The technology is becoming cheaper to buy for the home user. You look at the price of 3D printers and resin, and it's come down over the last 3 years. I think you'll start to see things like being able to do photo etch at home and maybe cutting masks and stuff like that. And I think that'll become easier. And I think it will just keep adding to the hobby as we go along. If plastic's there, then so be it. But I can't see that happening in the next 5 or 10 years.
The thing
I think the important thing as modelers, we have to embrace it.
Yeah.
The risk with an older generation of modelers is that they try and reject newer technologies and newer ways of working, because you hear it from so many of the modeling shows.
Yeah,
I haven't rejected it at all.
You hear the feedback from so many modeling shows that, the hobby is dying, and I don't think it is.
No, it's
the
not.
hobby is dying since I'm modeling.
not.
It's the hobby dying, and it is not dying.
The hobby's not dying, it's changing.
Yeah.
And changing.
It's evolving. It's evolving. Yeah,
like Paul was saying last week, like when he first started modeling, nobody had an airbrush. Now 90% of modelers have got an airbrush.
I'll give you another example. Armor modelers. A year ago, if you were looking for aftermarket tracks for your armor, you would be more than likely looking at white metal tracks made by Friul models. Okay. Now, less than a year, Friul model tracks, the white metal tracks, are harder and harder to find, and the selection of 3D printed tracks has exploded. I mean, you can find 3D printed tracks for just about any armor model now. So, and that's been just within 1 year. So, it's in. I don't know. I think it's going to happen a lot faster than we think. So.
See, I think Cube Jam has just hit on it, which is the risk is that the kit companies won't embrace new technology, but it's the modelers will. And that's why I think the risk for what we do in modeling in the market we buy from at the moment, if they don't embrace it, is a new generation of modeling will evolve, which will be completely different to what we know.
I think they're already embracing stuff though. So
if the Japanese market doesn't embrace it, we're screwed.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
will then,
exactly.
because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the market that dictates 90% of what we do.
Yeah.
In the long run.
Okay, so second part of Mark's question was, do you think there's too much pressure for modelers to have their builds perfect due to digital cameras picking up every detail and social media?
Oh, God. I can tell you that when I build something like a cockpit, I do all the work on it. And the very end of my session, I'll take a photograph. And almost every single time when I look at that photograph, I see things that I need to fix.
Yeah.
And the struggle is, do I let it go, or do I go back and work on what I thought was done? And
so as an extension of what you're saying there, Andrew, is that you putting pressure on you, or is that peer pressure from where you're going to be showing that photograph?
it is me putting pressure on me.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it.
So so you wouldn't say that peer pressure has anything to do with it when you post your pictures?
No, it doesn't. No.
It must be different for you two, though, Paul and Andy, because back in your day, you probably took brass ribbons. Not pictures as much.
Yeah, back when airbrushing was putting paint in your mouth and using your hand as a mask, right?
PJ used to make tapestries of his models.
Hey, his cave paintings look great.
That's exactly right. You should see my camo on those walls.
So I think it is a risk. I think it is a risk for new modelers to be, well, on certain, certainly on certain forums and groups, to be somewhat shamed by other members in the way they're treated, which is one thing that ISM does not do. There's no critique on ISM, so it's a welcoming environment, which I think is brilliant. But it is a risk to the individual that they look at other people's work and go, I can't get there, and decide to drop the hobby. And that's why I think it's for us as experienced modelers, some of us good, some of us not particularly, in my case.
Not necessarily they drop the hobby, that they resist posting pictures of the work.
But I think the big risk is they drop the hobby.
Well, yeah, true. I agree.
Oh, there's a good candidate for a question for you about the pressure of social media.
Yeah. Maybe actually turn that into a question for everybody else.
Yeah, and put do you feel intimidated by other people's builds when posting your?
Yeah. I think it is. I think it is a genuine risk.
Paul, I'll go with red. Orange, actually.
Green.
But blue. As far as I'm concerned, like, I started modeling very early and only got back into it recently. And I look at some of the builds on social media and I love them. Am I anywhere close to that level? Nowhere.
I don't know. I think you could do that steering wheel.
You better explain that, because the chat won't know.
I'm not explaiing that one live.
We're not explaining that one.
No way.
At the end of the day, when I do a build, I'm building for me, for my level.
Absolutely.
Right? So if I'm happy with it, yeah, there's always things I can improve on. But I think it's sort of like what Andy says. If I put pressure on, it's me putting pressure on myself. I fully embrace the knowledge that I don't know everything, and that's why, I'm in the Off Air Hangout learning. I'm watching the videos, learning. I'm always trying new things, but at the end of the day, it's me. It's I build for me, not social media.
I think that's the key thing. You've got to build for yourself. I think photography's got a place in the hobby. For me, it's about keeping a record of what I build so I can see it later and see what I've done. Sometimes I look at things like Andy does and think, actually, I could have done that a bit better, and learn from it the next time.
Alan does that as well.
I know.
Yeah, hang on, Paul. That's the key thing.
Oh, it's not about your stuff. It's about others.
But no, it is a key thing for me. I mean, I don't think any of us build the perfect model, or it happens once in a blue moon, maybe, where you actually nail something, but it's more rare than people,
Okay, what were you saying? What were you
carry on,
saying,
side.
Brad?
I interrupted you, mate. Carry
I
on.
can't remember now, mate. So carry on.
Oh no.
No, you were saying how you take pictures, so that you can.
Yeah, for your records.
Keeps records, which is basically the same reason I do myself. You can look back and see your own progress, can't you, over time?
But
Yeah,
it's also advantageous because you can, particularly like if you're doing a cockpit of an aircraft, you do all that beautiful detail, and when you put the other side on, you're hiding it all. But you've got a pictorial record of what that detail looked like.
Carry on, Si.
Sorry, mate.
No, all I was going to say, I think, off the back of it is I keep pictures as a record for myself, and I keep the pictures.
Yeah, and I.
Oh, for God's sake. No, carry on.
No, I was joking.
He's taking the piss, Si.
I was joking.
Come on.
Seen his bum. He's seen his bum.
I am.
Go on, Si. Crack on.
No, go on.
Right.
So Lucky, it's your lucky chance now, Lucky. This is your question. So hopefully you're still there, not having dropped out in impatience. So Lucky asked, how can I get a perfect polish effect? Followed by, polish always gets stuck in cracks and doors and bonnets, etc. How can I best remove it? So I suppose the first part is.
I'm got a clue.
Nah. No.
So just like that, right? All the polish gets stuck in the panel lines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, not a clue.
So let's do the first bit first, because I'm sure he said in the chat he's only 13.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
So very young modeler. So perfect polish effect. If you've done a good clear coat, if it's something like a lacquer coat or 2K from ProScale, for example, available on proscale.uk, use a good sanding compound like Trizac pads. What do you use? Is it 3, 5, and 8,000?
3, 6, and 8.
3, 6, and 8, or micro mesh, a little bit older school, not as well recommended, but still works. 6, 8, and 12.
Yeah.
12, yeah.
Once you've gone through those compounds, then
And
use a fantastic.
that's wet sanding as well.
That's wet sanding. Yeah. After that, use some decent polishing compounds like those available from UMP.
Ultimate Welding Products.
Like these right here.
There you go.
And
Beat
then
me to it. There you go.
And then right to the end, then once you've done all that, to get all the gunk out of the panel lines and stuff, your sister's or your daughter's toothbrush.
I
13,
would,
you better have a
13.
an airbrush.
Oh,
I
he's
would
13,
use my
right?
airbrush with the pressure turned up and jet spray it with just plain water, and it gets stuff out the cracks without damaging anything.
I was going to go really old school toothpick.
So
Yeah.
you've got to be a bit careful, but yeah.
Do you use any of these techniques? Watch the videos on this channel where I do it in every single build.
So Lucky was commenting that when he used the toothbrush that he was stripping paint away. So I would say that you're probably
That'd be too hard.
scraping too hard.
Well,
Or
hang
you
on. Has he
use
got a
too
kid's
hard
toothbrush first?
Yeah.
Wire
Use
brush, is it?
A little
toothbrush.
soft one. An adult's one is too abrasive.
And don't put a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Don't need
Take
much.
your time.
Wet it as well. Wet the toothbrush as well, because that'll break up the compound as well.
Yeah.
So like that's where pressure washing with an airbrush, just with plain water, like Simon was saying before.
No,
High pressure.
fantastic.
But take your time. Take your time. Don't rush it.
Definitely.
Mine's got a little light on it with a timer. So get one of these.
Is that a door with the Explorer on, Luke?
No, it's a Firefly one.
Oh, Firefly, okay.
You're such a kid, aren't you?
TV show.
Oh, Tony's in the chat saying also you can airbrush water.
You can airbrush
Yes.
this water as well, using like a pressure washer.
Well done, Tony. You
Oh,
can.
You still there, Lucky?
Hi, how do you do it?
I have to write these down for myself.
Well, and a lot of these I learned from watching Paul's videos.
Really?
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Is that Paul ISM?
Paul makes videos.
Yeah, he does. Oddly enough.
Loads of build videos on the channel.
They are
Lucky.
odd.
Loads of videos on the channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I cover painting, polishing, jet washing, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I recommend the series of the tutorials.
Yeah, the Subaru and the BMW.
Yeah, those are amazing series to watch.
Really are good.
There's some
So,
chat there. Do you want to read it?
Well, there's another question there actually from Cube Jam. Let me just try and find it. Oh, way up. There we go. Cube Jam says, I have a question. Any tips for photography at the end of the build? And are there any pre-made dioramas or effects that you recommend using to gather a good photo at the end of the build? So,
Scale Production does some diorama sets that I've got, a few of the lads have got.
Yeah.
Plenty of light, a good background, uncluttered. Just get a plain piece of black card. Use your phone, or even better, get a decent camera. Decent camera will pay off in dividends in the end. But again, that's a price. That's up to you if you want to pay.
Another cheaper way to do it, if you want a nice kind of background and base, get just some, like, was it 120 grit sandpaper, matte coat it, put it on a wall, put your model on top, and stand back so you've just got the sandpaper and the sky in the background. Job done.
With photography, you get out of it what you put into it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I've taken pictures on my phone, cheap digital cameras, okay digital cameras, good ones. I've just invested in I consider this to be a very good camera, and I can see the improvement along the way, definitely. So, but that's going to take a bit of monetary input to get that.
Yeah, exactly.
Something which I tried recently, which was actually worked really well. I know Photoshop is expensive, but you can get cheaper versions. Is focus stacking. We mentioned it before, and it's super simple. So simple. Literally, I had my phone camera on auto mode, put it in a tripod, little Amazon tripod, focus on the front of the model, take a photo, focus on the back of the model, take a photo, focus in the middle, take a photo. And there's settings then in Photoshop where you just click and it'll automatically line up, and then click again and it'll automatically blend it all into one photo, all in focus. And that does help get a nice photo, because obviously you can see everything, and then it kind of helps take away that kind of scale effect you get when you try and take a close-up photo.
Yeah, you can also minimize that with newer phones with optical zoom by actually moving back a bit further and zooming in. Gives you better.
I'm just going to lull at the fact that Lucky put, sorry, I'm back now. Missed all completely.
Oh, Lucky.
Okay. So short version, watch the techniques guides on International Scale Modeler. There's a Subaru Impreza full build from Paul and the BMW M3.
Yeah, but Danny's just gone back 5 minutes to watch that, so he's now not watching us.
Lucky, in the future, Paul, travel back in time and tell him, quick.
Great Scott!
Just get a lot of light as well. A lot of light will help with photos. You need a nice strong light source. Just that kind of overhead lamp, which
you need more than one light. You need more than one light source as well. Whether that be with reflectors or actual light sources, you need more than one.
Yeah,
you do. And take photos outside, because there's no better than the sun. Like, just
Joe takes some cracking photographs of his work.
Yeah,
he takes them outside.
Some cars, especially, don't look great outside.
Yeah,
slightly. Yeah,
I'd rather have the consistency of my photo booth, which is
even outside you want indirect sunlight.
Best. Yeah, that's why
you don't get a lot of
these
lights. Overcast is great.
A cloudy's okay. White cloud is good, actually. White cloud's probably the best.
Yeah.
But on the indirect side, if you know what I mean. So you don't want to be directly
because
facing you.
The clouds act as one of those then, which is literally just
it's the most diffuse light. That's why most artists actually, when they build little art studios, they tend to have them north facing rather than south facing. because they get more indirect diffuse light, which is much better.
I just learned something today.
Every day's a school day,
Oh,
Andy.
Andy, your next photo studio, north facing. You got it?
North facing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that just means you just forgot somebody else's phone number.
Yeah, you pushed something out.
Or your PIN for your bank
Yep.
card.
No. Oh, I know where that is.
Or the order you was just to fulfill
But
for
if
tomorrow.
you forget your pen, you can always just ask Linda, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Right, let's try and catch up. That was all the questions, I think. So let's try and catch up on some of the chat.
Good questions.
And shut up, you. Andy R says florist wire is good for temporary holding stuff for soldering. Good idea. However, being iron solder doesn't really like it. Midlife Chaos says, if a flashlight USA is a torch, then what do you call a torch? Sorry, just curious. Well, actually, it's an electric torch.
Flashlights, yeah.
They were
Electric
electric torches when they were first introduced in the UK. They were just called electric torches.
Wow.
So a torch is just a torch.
There's not much confusion really because not really anyone roams around with a lit stick anymore. To be completely honest. So when one of these lads says, "I'm just looking on the floor with my torch," I'm like, "What? Battery powered or flame?" There's not a lot of confusion.
Flame.
The only time we
Yeah,
use
you
those sticks
Paul,
is when we go around lynching, isn't it?
There you go.
Yeah, got the torch.
Well, there you go.
Moving on, Tony Tibbs says, Luke's accent brings on my Tourette's, and I keep shouting, "In the valleys!"
I was going to say, Tony did not say Tourette's.
No, you did not.
I think it was turrets.
Something like that, yeah.
Terrets, actually, but you know.
Ferrets. I thought you said ferrets at first, and it was a typo.
Jay Smith says, "Hi, gents, glad to be on time to catch you." Hugh Gordon says, "Used for weighted flies." Cube Jam says, "Love a natural sag, Joe." Andy R says, "Yep, all your nitrile gloves and a mask when dry sanding." Lucky pleading for help. Cube Jam, prolapse do a brown primer. Question mark. No, but they do red. Cube Jam, Lucky back and forth. Lucky says, "I'm 13 trying to learn." Well, watch some of the videos on
And your channel, Dan, as well.
Oh yeah, and my channel as well. Learn how not to do it. Or someone else says it.
And Roland's and Luke's as well.
Yeah. Graham French says, "Thanks for the great information on resin body shell prep. A lot of useful suggestions." Dave Robinson says, "Come on, everyone, hit the like button."
Yes, please.
Tony Tibbs says, "Keep asking Lucky. Love your enthusiasm." People giving Lucky advice. Robert Johnson says, "I've seen a kit that is printed 3D and not injection mold. Whole kit 48 scale." Yep, there'll be more and more of them. Norton Antivirus Support says, "Something that sucks is people selling 3D printed parts with the supports. That's just lazy." Andy Orr says, "Recently bought a couple of 3D printed tank
I don't
track
agree with that.
No, I don't agree with that either.
I don't agree with that because, well, model kit manufacturers obviously sell kits on the sprue. So if they've done a bad job of the supports and there's just like a million unneeded supports, then I agree with you. But
then some of the more delicate parts need the supports to be posted as well.
Yeah,
like
for
those
transport.
helmets and headsets you sent me, Luke, they'd have never survived the poster about the sport.
100%.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know,
And would you want someone in a factory just whipping them all off and going, "There you go, there's your part," damaging the surface finish? Or you want to clean these?
Much better when you do that yourself.
Yeah.
Frill Model only sells direct from his website now. Timson72 says, "Dying. When I originally started 11 years ago, there was nothing on YouTube model-wise. Now look, fair point." Cube Jam says, "Take D models as an example. They created their own kit. Someone 3D printed extra parts for their own kit, and they decided to sell those parts for that person alongside the kit." Yep. Jay Smith, 3D printing is going to be the way forward for all of us builders. it is going to take away from the aftermarket domination, allow those who can to make their own stuff. The market will be in the files. I kind of think so, but you know.
I think it's a way off yet, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Cube Jam saying PJ's model instructions came on Slate. More importantly, Shane says off topic, the 12 scale BMAX RGV 500. That's the Lucky Strike Suzuki. Is out in early August.
Oh, that's
Be interesting to see how
lovely
that builds
bike,
up. Graham K says I model for myself, my mental health. As long as I enjoy what I do and keep improving my techniques, then sod the others. Fair point.
Good point.
Yep.
Andy R says always something new to learn. Matthew Scarborough says build for yourself. Most importantly, have fun. Supposed to have fun.
Hang on, Matthew.
Matthew Scarborough.
Conahey.
Where is he?
In the chat.
Just after Andy R.
Oh,
There's
okay.
an orange M.
Is that my buddy Matt? It is. Hello, mate.
Yes.
You all right?
Hello.
Fair enough.
Well, Matthew.
Hello, Paul's buddy Matt.
It is. It's my mate Matt.
Yep.
Hello, mate. I didn't
Hello,
see
Matt.
him there. Good to see him. And if it is the same guy, assume it is.
Cube Jam says I always judge my builds on everyone else's. Sadly, it's something core to my own insecurity. I'm always going to judge myself on everyone else, which is fair enough. But I think as long as you use that to try and drive yourself to be better, I think that's not
Yeah, as long as you're being
horrendous.
constructive about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Matt. Good to see you, mate. It's good to see you.
Neil Too Good says I look at other modelers' builds and find it inspiring me to improve my skills. Yep.
Yep.
Andy R says keeps your brain from rotting. That's true.
To a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Tagami says now I learn to just enjoy others' builds and eventually I'll get to their level.
That's it.
And Tony Tibb says also you can airbrush water.
Oh no, you can't.
Wait.
Is anyone let Si know?
I know,
Yeah.
tell Si quick.
I don't think you'd be that interested, to be honest.
Who knew it?
Mine's
Si?
blown.
Who knew?
Jay Smith says there's always been the pressure to produce the best. I was proud of a truck kit that I did in 1988. I would not be proud of it now, but it was a start and I learned along the way. Yep.
There you go.
Absolutely.
That's the important thing. Is not you can learn by the mistakes you make and try and improve on them next time. And that's all we can ever really do, isn't it? Really, is just improve on what you've done previously.
Yep.
Very true.
I mean, my modeling has taken off in the past 5 years, just exponentially of what I did 5 years ago to what I'm doing now. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it must have been bad back then.
It was terrible.
I'm joking, Joe. I'm joking. No, I am.
It's only 6-7 years since I started using an airbrush properly. Well, started using an airbrush.
Reckon.
Still not use it properly.
Yeah. Get yourself up there.
Walked into that one.
I did. Shane says I learned new skills from watching Luke's section.
Well done. Yeah.
Cube Jam says recently invested in the DSLR, which I'm dabbling in. It's a rabbit hole on itself.
A good camera will make such a difference to your photography once you learn how to use it.
Yep.
Yeah. Andy R says small photo booth with lighting, proper tripod for phones, and a Bluetooth remote for the shutter. I think the Bluetooth remotes are the best bit to stop touching the screen because that makes the camera wobble.
Camera shake.
So,
Have you haven't got
use a timer.
If you haven't got that, put the timer on. Yeah.
Or if I know a lot of people will have a smartwatch, 99.9% of them you can just use you can get a camera on your smartwatch. So
you can do that too, yeah.
Apple Watch, Apple phone. Yeah.
Mine just tells the time and date.
mine does that and more.
It's not smart.
I don't have a watch.
Tells me what day it is. It's wrong, but it tells me what day it is.
Anybody else says it.
International travel, Dan.
That's it. There's too many time zones.
before anybody else says it, I don't have a watch, but I do have a candle with marks on it.
Go and play cricket, quick.
I thought you still had the sundial in the back garden pool, to be honest.
Problem is, I don't work at night now.
Yeah, I live in a first floor flat. I don't have a garden. Think about it.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard about that place, Paul. What was it? Stonehenge? Is that where you?
Oh, I'd really like to say something now, but we are live, and so.
Anyway, shut up and let me get through the chat. Jay Smith says decent photography is expensive. Just build a light box in your phone, but it'll never be the same. But as long as it's good enough,
yeah.
You know, and I think a huge amount of people on social media just use their phones. So
I mean, you can overthink it. You really can. But
I mean, the quality of phone cameras has improved immensely over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Tony Tibb says Lidl have an A3 light box. I assume he means light box.
It's just a very small box.
There's 3 light ox.
Really good for 10 quid.
Light ox.
Nice.
What do you do? You have to slow roast that light ox, do you?
Yeah, slow roast.
Their tails make good too.
On a spit or something.
That's good, that is.
Cube Jam says, yeah, I struggle with one light source reflecting on windows. Yeah, just get some cheap LED, USB powered LEDs. Get a couple of them.
Make sure you've got like a diffuser on it, even if it's just a bit of tracing paper wrapped around the light, because that softens shadows and everything. It works wonders. Honestly, it makes a world of difference.
I don't use any diffuser on any of my lights. It doesn't work.
What do you mean?
I've tried it. It softens the light too much. Can't see any shine on the car whatsoever.
Yeah, we see that thing. You like that reflection, but I kind of do as well. The reflection is nice because it shows off the clear coat.
Yeah. It just doesn't look right diffused on a car.
Yeah.
Doesn't look right. Whereas on an aircraft or a tank, you don't want that shine. So do what works for you.
And what works for the model.
Yes.
Chris Smith says,
Paul,
any recommendations on? Go ahead, Andy.
I was just going to ask, Paul, do you still have that video tutorial on taking photographs with?
Yeah, it's on the channel somewhere. Yeah.
Smartphones.
Yeah, it's on the channel somewhere.
Yeah, that's a lot of help.
So Chris Smith says, any recommendation on Kelvin rating? I heard 5.6K is closer to natural sunlight. Yeah, the higher the Kelvin, the better.
I like 6,500. Oh my daylight, this is 6.5, there's 6.5. What's in there is as well. I stick to 6,500 for me.
Natural daylight is like anywhere between like 4.5 and 6.5. It can vary, but anything in that kind of ballpark will do well. The higher ones, obviously, a lot of the higher end, the higher Kelvin rating ones are adjustable anyway. So if you do find it too bright, you can knock it down. Like this one, it is Ulanzi, literally 20 quid on Amazon. It's you charge it with USB-C. That's the lowest setting. It goes up. It lasts quite a while, but they're like 20 quid each. So like, yeah, they're great. And I think these are 6,000K. So at the most, but yeah, anything just
6,000K. Wow.
Yeah, expensive.
6,000K.
6,000 Kelvin. Yeah.
Ah, okay, not 6,000K Kelvin.
No, 6K Kelvin.
Okay, would you be 6 million Kelvin? Yeah.
What's that in gigawatts? Paul's asking.
Yeah, they're 20 quid on Amazon, and they often have deals on them. So yeah, they're really good. And these ones I got, again, I think they're Ulanzi as well. They're Niwa, but they were 30 quid a pair. And again, USB-C adjustable, and they'll fit on just these came with a tripod, but I got little ball end adjusters so you can adjust the light. But lighting can be had for quite cheap. So it's it's a quite.
I say to the kids, just open the curtains. That light's free.
It's quite an easy upgrade to your photographing experience. You don't have to go for a massive, expensive daylight adjustable floodlight. These ones will do the job.
Yep. Okay.
Get yourself a Google Pixel that takes pictures in the dark.
Yeah, fuzzy ones.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know about your pictures in the dark, Alan, but worry about that.
Slightly disturbing. Jay Smith says not worth trying to photograph a scale car in a real scale light/environment. The pros use a multitude of lenses and lighting to achieve a real effect. What pros? Because even a lot of the magazine builders just use phones or DSLRs.
I'm guessing he might be talking about like product photographers and stuff, because it's a very
I don't think product photographers do much more than we do, except maybe have better cameras. But in terms of lighting and stuff, it's still the same problem.
You'd be surprised. Like expensive macro lenses and whatnot. But
I think it's the true. Okay. Matthew Scarborough finished work early, so we'll jump in and watch live. Mark Bright says, evening goal. Sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything? Oh, we're gonna have to start again.
Not really.
Matthew Scarborough says, I bought that Tamiya photo booth, made a nice difference from the desk. It's not a must, but is good.
Tamiya photo booth?
Yeah, have you ever seen that? Photo booth to do. Yeah.
I've got
how's your new K come along, Matt? Is it coming along well, mate? Hope it's doing well.
Robert Wren says, happy Friday, just got done teaching guitar lessons. Cheers.
Hope you didn't string them along.
Hey.
Hope you really struck a chord.
I hope they didn't fret.
Hey, that's a good one.
Hey.
I'm not going to say my one.
Okay.
Okay.
Master Toy Maker says, I don't know why they call it a light box. Mine's pretty heavy.
Hey.
Oh.
I'll put my one in the chat.
Andy R says the internet and having so many stores online now makes a huge difference on trying to source kits, aftermarket tools, and consumables. Definitely does.
Yep.
Tony Tibb says only about 10 mil thick. It's not really a box. Okay. Craig Stadius is in saying, even guys and girls, a bit late, but we'll watch from the start later on. Luke.
Okay. Hi, Craig.
Thank you. Andy R says only downside is spending way more than originally intended.
Always is.
And Matthew said just waiting an electrician.
He's not going to turn up now, mate. It's a bit late now, Matt.
Yeah.
Hope he gets sorted soon. He's built a nice outdoor cave in his garden.
Nice.
Looking good. I've known Matt for a very long time. He's been a member of ISM.
How does that work when it rains?
Near enough from the beginning. Just going to ignore you, Paul. No doubt you're banging on about.
Put his cave in the garden. Never mind.
Yeah. It's got a roof on it.
Oh, well, you didn't explain that.
One's got a roof, the other one haven't.
Yeah. AC cobbler.
In an electrician, does it smell like Tom?
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Hey.
Ooh.
Right. We're all caught up. Who's next?
Anyway.
Who's next?
Luke.
Hey.
Got it up yet?
Stop, Luke, and listen.
I'm struggling. No, I've got it up. It's up, ready, and waiting.
Oh, you do? Well, that's good to know.
Hey. As a first.
Yep, so long it's so. Right, let's have a look. Let me share my screen.
Oh. Hey.
Right-o. First of all, it's time for Paul's spiel.
Stuff you've ruined.
There we go. There it is. So, first up this week, we have Daryl E. Masters. So this is a lesson in checking your upgrades against the model before feeling all jolly and building sub-assemblies. Time to break out the razor saw. As you can see on the right, my metal part is nothing compared to the mounting point of the plastic. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. What are we looking at?
His mounting point is nothing compared to that of the plastic.
Ah.
So obviously on his metal upgrade part here, it's got a big hole in the middle, and this has got a little hole in the middle. So that's not going to fit on, is it?
One's got roof, the other one hasn't.
One's got roof, the other one hasn't. Yeah, so he's going to do some cutting and sticking by the looks of things. No doubt you'll sort that out anyway.
Good luck.
Yeah, enjoy that.
Good luck, Carol.
Next up, we have Mr. Shane Wright. Oh no!
Oh, I know.
For some reason, Shane put masking tape over unsealed decals.
Why?
Just
You won't be doing that again.
Why? Ask that
Yeah, you won't be doing
why.
that again. Just as well, he's got another 2 sets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. At least they wasn't the ones on the seat, like on the seat fairing, because those wings on the side were very brittle on this kit, if I remember rightly. But yeah, luckily you've
But
got.
well, it's all right, Shane. It's a Mark Marquez bike, so you could just do it as a crash day.
Yeah, put another rider's paint on the fairings as well.
Yeah, it's been slid up the track anyway, so it's all right.
Who got slid up the track? What?
Sorry.
What's happened?
Mark Bride. Hi, Luke. So this week's lesson is late night modelling. New techniques and heat do not go well together. Had a slight warp on a part, which I was going to use weight to fix. Then thought I'd apply some heat to help the process, even knowing the advice is to use warm water. 2 seconds later, watching the horizontal struts ping apart and curl up. Oops. Thankfully, managed to get a replacement sprue from the importer. Lucky boy. That is thankful. But I have been there. Except the reason I was using heat was a lot lazier than your reason. I just wanted to dry panel liner a little bit quicker, so I used heat on F15. Is it F15 or F14?
Well, there's both.
15 on it.
On the F15, and I bent the very, very delicate. I don't know. I think they're actuators for the leaves on the.
Bent my Wookie.
on the exhausts, but yeah, they curled up and it looked like a daisy when I was finished with it. But thankfully, you've got another piece. There we go.
Cool.
Disaster averted.
Good stuff, Mark.
Last but not least, we have Mr. Roland Ewart. Busy testing the 2K from Pro Scale. Just as I finished the first coat, the bugger dropped off the stand.
Fancy doing that. Fancy doing that.
That's happened before.
Oh,
Just couldn't hold on.
flexible. It's fixable, not flexible. It's fixable, of course, but irritating nonetheless. The Revell 124 T1 camper. Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's fixed by now, but yeah, there were some choice words spoken. I can tell you that.
I bet.
Did you video it though?
Yeah.
No, there's no video on my booth.
German curse words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, after 30 years in South Africa, I have adapted.
German curse words, aren't they all like 50 characters long and
yeah.
you screamed at the top of your lungs?
4
Absolutely.
4 characters long.
I want to make sure everybody hears them.
And that, my friends, is all.
There we go. Nice one.
Nice.
Keep coming. Keep those screw ups coming. You got to fill the gap for Dan. Matthew's in chat saying he keeps dropping him hints to hurry up and get it done. He just needs to get back to building. Yeah. Richard saying we got 85 watching, 72 thumbs ups. Not bad. If we ever get to 100 thumbs up on that, I'll do a giveaway.
Yeah.
Simple, really simple.
Give it away.
Yeah.
Give it away.
Yep. Stuff you ruined, I can't help but chuckle. Well, that's not very nice, is it, Mark? Matthew saying it's a shame there's no building how to wire a shed up. Well, yeah.
I'm sure there is.
There is, but it usually ends wrong.
Yeah. How to burn down the shed.
Right then. Just Roland's bit left, isn't it?
Oh, is it? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over to you, Roland.
Here
The
we
star of the
go.
show.
I keep thinking his microphone in the bottom corner, that is his knee. And he's sitting like this.
Really flexible.
Very small.
Yeah. And his phone's like-
He's only got thin legs. Right then,
Right.
so we're going to hand you over to Roland. He's going to look at your work on the Facebook page and forum. Make a note of your favourite build because you get to vote at the end, and the build with the most votes will get pride of place on the Friday night, well, the ISM Live at the Bench page for a week or so. So
Absolutely.
over to you, Roland. Schnell Achtung 9.
Achtung. Right. And we start with the forum where our faithful Wharton B has posted another beautiful plane. He finished this Airfix 172 scale Messerschmitt BF 109E-4 this week. Quite a nice little kit for very little money, although I did apply some rivet detail in an attempt to spice it up a bit. Painted in Mr. Color Lacquers with VMS clear and oils for weathering. Thanks for looking. Yeah, he has those 72 planes down. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Warden's just pumping them out.
It's a bit good.
Yeah.
It's a bit
Good
good.
mind, isn't he?
No, it's beautiful stuff.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
Right, and with that, start over with Facebook, and the next World War II plane finished this Tamiya 148 F51D and turned P51D over the weekend. This was Korean War F51 that I used some Slybirds aftermarket decals to make it into the World War II P51. You saw the message last week with the decals and tail. Managed to save it, and I'm super happy with the result.
Oh,
Some
no.
misplaced decals, but overall, the result is something I'm super proud of. Only my second plane to date. And so you should be, James.
done.
It
Good
looks
one, yeah.
awesome, man.
That looks wild.
Yeah, excellent work, James. You've done a
Wow.
smashing job of that. Even in the light of some of the issues you had with it.
Yeah, we saw those last week, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I actually like that a lot, James.
Yeah,
That
good
was
work, James.
Very pretty.
Very nice.
That's a lovely plane.
Lovely.
Brendan Leroux, how's it from South Africa? Hey, Brendan.
Oh, the beast.
This is my
The beast.
Yeah, this is my attempt to recreate the canyon chase scene from the movie Independence Day, ID4. And it is the 172 F-18C Academy kit sporting custom printed decals of a VMFA 314 Black Knights flown by Captain Stephen Eagle Hiller, aka Will Smith. Built out of the box, adding a 3D printed pilot figure and using syringes to create the afterburner flames.
That's cool.
Posted a few weeks ago and featured in the What Have You Been Working On? The display base is EPS foam glued to an MDF base, plastered and painted to look like the Grand Canyon.
Very cool.
That's pretty cool, I
like
think.
that. Yeah, I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like
Interesting, different, isn't it?
Mm.
Very
Wow.
cool.
No, that's very cool, Brendan. I like that a lot.
that. Oh, the beast.
What a beast.
Oh, the beast.
Chili beast.
We always get it, Brendan. Don't listen to him.
Oh,
New Sniff Garage has in, he says, evening all, finished this 124 Aoshima Cyber Formula Ogre, painted in Mr. Color Pearl White, clear purple and clear pink, and cleared with GX 100 Super Clear. Various Mr. Color and Tamiya paints used throughout the rest of the build. Super fun kit, loved working on it, and I'm looking forward to starting my next Cyber Formula kit. Really recommend giving one of these kits a try if you want something a bit different. Cheers, folks. I'll catch up with the stream over the weekend. Yeah, it's a bit different. I'll
really
give you that.
It's a tad, just slightly different. Yeah.
Really cool.
It is.
Not
It's
just
very
three
striking.
genres rolled into one. Yeah, it's
Yes.
slightly different.
It's
No,
a
that's
purple.
awesome.
It's real.
It's beautiful. I like it. Ah, nice. Nice one, Dave. Gary Knight is in, says, good evening all. This week I finished this Möbius Models 1955 Chrysler 300. One of the nicest kits I've ever had the pleasure to build. Almost fell together. It's a good kit. It really is. Front windscreen cost me a bit of grief, but we got there in the end. Painted with a mix of Mr. Hobby lacquers and Vallejo acrylics. This will be my last black painted model for a while. Such an unforgiving color. Thanks for looking.
That's
It
a
is.
pain in the arse to paint.
Well, you've done an excellent job.
That's a bang.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Oh, and
looking So just looking at your photos makes me want to build that kit, which says something. If another modeler's build can inspire you to build it, I think that's a really good compliment.
Wow.
The Batwing air cleaner. I
That's
love those.
awesome.
I love
That's
those
really
number
awesome.
Chryslers. They're very cool.
Lovely.
Beautiful result.
Next one is Richie Waldron. Here we go. Evening, lads. I've just finished Tamiya's 148 F16 in aggressor markings. Out of box with exception of a Quinta cockpit set. I created my own paint mask for the camo scheme, and you did an excellent job. That looks really cool, Richie.
Fair play. That Richie Waldron can build a plane, can he?
Yeah, no, he can.
Bit good.
Bit good.
Very,
Yeah,
very
no, that's
nice.
awesome, Richie. I like it.
You should have put in a photo of that cockpit. I would have loved to have seen that 3D.
Yeah.
Quinta, whatever.
Quinta.
Yeah.
Hilda.
Hey.
Birthday ball, Paul Shetland is in. We say finish the Hasegawa 148 seeking primed in Pro Scale White and Tamiya paints with various weathering. And it looks awesome. I love that. That is really cool.
Very good.
I like your exhaust set, Paul. It's really cool.
That's really good.
I'm always in awe. Anybody who builds a helicopter, I'm in awe. This looks really good.
That looks really sharp.
Yeah, no, I love that. After Paul, we have Richard Thomas. Hi and good evening, everyone. I got challenged to do a build-off to build a Dodge Charger scale model kit in 2 months. I actually finished it in 5.5 weeks. I only went and won 12 votes to 9. 125 Pro modeler is 1969 Dodge Charger. The exterior is Halfords Ford Roman bronze. Roof was hand painted with thin aquacolor. 302 silk black mats to give a vinyl roof look. Interiors Tamiya TS29 hobby color H37 wood brown. Used KA models midnight black flocking for the carpet. Also put dies from Ken's Custom Supply hanging from the rearview mirror. I've got to have those. Got my airbrush out and painted the engine in zero paints, hemi-orange, and the exhaust was painted with Alcad's stainless steel. Thank you for looking.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
Nice one.
Work, mate.
Lovely work, Richard. Lovely work.
I think you got that vinyl roof really good from
Yeah, that looks spot on, doesn't it? The Rivera aqua colours are really nice paint to me.
Yeah.
I know Dan loves them.
Yeah, very, very pretty, Rich. Love it.
Seam lines look really nice on the roof.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
look at that. We have Mark Ewing in. He finished the Meng 135 British Army Husky. Primers Mr. Surfacer 1000. Paints is AK Real Colors British Sand Yellow Black Buff. Weathering was the usual AK MIG and UMP washes, oils and pigments. VM's flat clear. Stowage was aftermarket resin with a few extras from other kits. Base was a simple photo frame. Foam and MIG dry earth mixture with stones from garden and some cheap foliage. Use different Tamiya paints to enhance it. Wow. That looks really good.
This is beautiful.
Really good.
Nice one.
That looks
Really good.
Weathering
Wow.
superb.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mark,
Very
you've
cool.
done
I
a
like that a
beautiful
lot.
job here.
Oh boy, this will be such a difficult choice again.
I know.
I love how the weathering goes in right
Oh,
inside.
yeah.
This is
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. This is a pace car. Hi, folks. Here's a Revell 124 scale 55 Chevy Indy pace car, kindly sent by Paul Lyons and Ivy May. Primed with zero paints, primer zero red TS49, zero brilliant white, polished with UMP polishing system. A nice kit built on the live streams. It shows as there are some flaws. An edited video will land soon, and happy modeling. That looks very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
The workshop audio is excellent as well.
Yeah,
it's
it's good to say. Yeah,
Very cool.
nice work.
I like it a lot.
Right down to the ultimate sticker on the locker.
And the live of the bench one next to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All
Very,
scratch built.
Very,
that.
very,
yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
very,
I like
very
it.
cool. I love that. I love that. Nice one.
Nice work.
Robbie Miller is the last one we have a look at today. He has the Hobby Boss 148 FM2 Wildcat. Unlike my last Hobby Boss kit, the Vatul, this kit was a dream and fell together, even the fiddly undercarriage. I added seat belts, wiring to the engine, and metal gun barrels. Had my first go at hairspray chipping with a base of Tamiya lacquer silver and Vallejo acrylic on top. Post-shaded it with lighter colors, then muddled it up with a clay wash. Next thing up will be Airfix 148 Ensign. Can't wait to get started on that. Thanks for a great show. Love, Miss Robbie. Thank you. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Really
Yeah.
does look good.
Nice, Robbie.
For a first time, you have that hairspray technique really down, do you?
Good chipping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
Great job. Very good.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Very, very nice.
Oh,
And
what?
that, ladies and gentlemen, was that.
Oh, cool.
Right, then, some great stuff in there. It's going to be a tough one tonight. So
Oh, dear.
look for Alan saying start your voting now. Pick your favourite build. Try and remember the builder's name and the subject if you can. And you get the time it takes for Roland to recap and a little bit longer off Alan to make your vote. And the builder with the most votes gets pride of place on the Live the Bench page for a week. So there you go. Dan's in the chat saying 82 watching. Can we get 82 votes? That would be very nice.
Good.
I'm not sure what Tony's on about in the chat.
Oh, he's a guy.
I'm lost by that. But yeah, anyway, over to you, Roland and Alan.
All right.
Alan, you still awake?
Alan?
Alan!
Yeah. Well,
Alan!
You okay, Alan?
yeah, I'm here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
School mum.
That's good. Sorry to wake you. Oh, I wish your camera was on, Alan. I really do.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Come on. I just popped
Huh?
upstairs. I just
You popped into the house.
Got a nap.
Who
I'm
doesn't
sure
believe
you
him?
Me.
No one believes it.
With huh? What? Yeah, I'm here.
yeah, what? Yeah, I'm here.
Anyway, when you're ready, Alan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever you get ready.
When you're ready, Roland.
Oh, yeah, I am just waiting for Aaron,
Go for it.
Alan in the chat. And then we
I
rock
can't
and
even type.
roll.
I've drank too much.
Yeah. Pick you.
Alan's had one big.
I wish Alan's camera had been on then. I really do.
Oh, that would have been so great. Anyway, I'll get cracking so long, Alan.
Yeah, try and stay awake just for this bit. Oh, we're nearly done.
I'll try.
Bless him.
Right, we start with Warden B. He is in the forum with his 172 scale Messerschmitt BF109E/4. After him, we have James Williams with his Tamiya 148 F51D turned P51D over the weekend. Korean bird into a World War II bird. Next one is Brendan Leroux. He has his movie Independence Day scene with the 172 F18C Academy kit.
Very cool.
Next one is Glusnev Garage, in other words, Dave. He has the 124 Aoshima Cyber Formula Ogre. Very nice. Gary Knight is in with this beautiful, beautiful Chrysler 300 from 1955. Richie Waldron is in with another nice plane. He finished the Tamiya's 148 F16 in aggressor markings. After Richie, we have Paul Shetland with the fantastic helicopter we're having a look at right now, which is the Hasegawa 148 Sea King. After Paul, we have Richard Thomas. Richard is in today with Chevelle, isn't it? Yeah. Dodge Charger. Oh,
Oh.
okay, we can get to that. But anyway, it is the Dodge Charger, which Richard Thomas has built, which looks very nice. And after Richard, we have Mark Ewing with the 145 Army Husky. And after the Husky of Mark Ewing, we have Colin, who has this beautiful Rebel 124 scale 55 Chevy Indy Pace car. And last but certainly not least is Robbie Miller with the 148 FM2 Wildcat. Nice one. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, was that.
Good stuff.
Well done, mate.
Well, then, your choice then, please, Paul.
Really want to go for Marks, but I really like the F18 from Brendan. Gotta go for the F18. I liked it from the moment I saw it.
Okay. Si?
I'm gonna go Paul Seeking.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Okay. Dan?
Which one?
Which one?
Croak.
Which one?
One.
Croak.
I'm gonna go for Festa's Chevy pace car.
No, just as good.
Okay. Mr. PJ?
Yeah, I had about 6 on the list. But I was really impressed with Mark Ewing's Husky, so I'll go with that.
Husky. Okay. Roland?
Yeah, in the end, the Husky won out for me as well. Take the Husky.
Okay. Dan P?
I've got what, 4?
Just need one.
Yeah,
You just need one, buddy. Just one.
I'm usually a car guy, and I've got a lot of non-cars on here, but that Mobius Chrysler 300 from Gary Knight is just stunning. I love it.
Yeah, it was on my list as well.
It is a beautiful car. Beautiful.
Is that your choice then, Dan?
Yeah, that's going to be my choice. I mean, there's too many other good choices there, but yeah.
Fair enough. Joe?
Oh boy. I love, yeah, I got planes on here too. James P51 and Warden's.
It's just Smith.
Mark's
Yeah.
Husky, yeah. But I like Gary's Chrysler 300, so I'm going to go with Gary's Chrysler.
No, good choice.
Okay. Luke?
So I did really want to go for Mark's Husky because there's some sensational work. But Gary Knight's Chrysler just jumped out to me the second I seen it, and it's made me really, really, really want to go on and try and buy that kit and build it.
It's a great kit, buddy. Go for it. It really is a nice kit.
I'm going for Gary's Chrysler.
Okay. Andy?
Collins 55 was awesome. I think I'm going to go with Paul Shaplin's Sea King.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sea King.
Yeah. My choice, I mean, again, stunning builds again. But I'm going to go for, because it's different more than I think, is Blue Sniff Garage Cyber Formula One. I think that's pretty interesting, pretty cool. So it gets my vote for today. And I'm just going to catch up with what's been happening in the chat, so if you bear with me.
Don't forget, we're live tomorrow, 10:30ish it'll be. And then through the week, there'll be no live stream on Wednesday. My little boy's got a hospital appointment. I've got appointments on Thursday, but we should be okay to crack on like normal. Obviously Fridays I don't stream anymore anyway, so that's next week. Patreon exclusive Friday bench update, which is a Friday thing every week now, went up today. I've got several videos to edit for the upcoming Aston Martin Vantage Alpha models and the Revell Oldsmobile, which is coming to an end now, both of those. And I've got some reviews to do as well coming up. That's Z4 and probably other Alpha models, and the PZY Porsche will be with me any day now. It's on its way to me. So looking forward to seeing that one. That's going to be an epic kit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that video.
I've been researching colours tonight for it, which is good. And
Dan,
Prolapse.
Prolapse paint.
Pro scale paint. Pro scale paint. We get them from. What have you got on the go, Dan, video wise?
So part 1 of the Bell Kit 6R4 came out yesterday, I think. So part 2 will be soon after. I have that Lexus LFA done in Pro Scale, Kia Wolf Grey and Pro Scale 2K to edit. I've got the Porsche 911 to edit, and I've got the Sierra to edit as well.
And that'll keep you going.
It's going to keep you busy, isn't it? Woody boy?
Yeah.
I started editing the first part of the Bell Kits. Ford
Fiesta.
Fiesta, WRC, the Rossi Ivory. So keep an eye out for that over the next couple of days.
Good stuff. And Roland?
Yeah, I have History of Strange Car this week, and will be the Dion Bouton vis-a-vis. And then I have a kit review of car. Still not sure if I do the Bugatti Atlantic Coupe from Pyro or the Airfix 32 scale Alfa Romeo 1930.
You said a load of words at the beginning that I didn't know any idea what you just said. What are you doing the weird car video about?
You say a history of weird kits. Zebedebedy.
I do a kit review of an old car and a little bit of history of an even older car.
What was the car?
The Dion Bouton vis-a-vis.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is it the blue one?
That's the one where people look at each other when they drive. That's why it's called vis-a-vis.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Oh.
You were there when they built it 1901, I'm sure, Luke.
Jane's asking what about the Trans Am, Dan?
Well, it's not going to be a video build anyway, 'cause it's for a magazine, but it's still in progress. I might have a chance over this weekend to start doing some of the interior.
You 2K day at done.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. Nice.
Yeah, it's all the body work's done. It's painted 2K, polished.
Is it? Oh,
How clear was that then? You know, from 24 foot away.
I know. Yeah, I could tell.
And you're asking questions, Luke.
I know.
Idiot.
I thought he was going to go and get it off the shelf here then.
Yeah.
God,
They're weird nunchucks. Are they window wipers hanging up above it? Are they the window wipers off it above it?
No, they're LED lights actually I use for photography. They're little USB lights I got off Amazon.
Oh, gosh. Sean's asked me, going to do the kit box Porsche Arena Red? I don't think so. It's not actually a colour for that car. It's not even on the options. I've found a few colours using the emulator, which is like a escalator but different. Alan.
Yes. You're all right then. So this week in third place is Paul Chaplin with his Seeking.
Well done, Paul.
Very well done.
Second place is Mark Ewing with his British Army Husky.
Well done, mate.
This week's winner, and it's no surprise really, is Gary Knight with his 1955 Chrysler 300.
Brilliant. Nice one, Gary. Well done, mate.
Gary, well done.
That's the one, is that 125th or 124th?
I guess 25th.
Yeah.
Mobius normally is 25th.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Yeah.
Copeland patting himself on the back and for answering the question, right? You see him? Pat himself on the back for answering the question. Right?
There is.
Keep your finished work coming, guys.
Copeland was. Good boy, Roland. Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy.
Good boy.
Anyway, there we go. I've been looking at colours tonight, Sean. There are very many nice colours for that car. There's I think there's 10 normal colours for it, that are like, and then there's a full options list, which is a 9,000 quid option to paint it a different colour.
Oh my God.
9,000 quid
wow.
to pick a different colour than a standard one that they offer.
I'll just have it in private, please.
Yeah. So, yes, lots of nice colours. I'm going to have a look through. But that Arena Red's not on there. I don't want to do it. You know what? I really like it in the white with the red wheels and the red writing on the side. I think it looks really good. But it looks such a cool kit. They did actually send me a video of it. Built.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if you can do it on Facebook. It won't let me copy or download the video.
Oh, you can. Use Firefox as a tool for it.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me do it on my phone. Wouldn't let me copy the video like I can.
No, it won't
All
let you
other
do it on the
videos.
phone.
I can do it with every other video, just can't do it with that one. Must be something else to stop me doing it. Because I was going to put my bench update today because it looks epic. It's going to be a fantastic kit, that. It really is. So, looking forward to getting that. So soon that has arrived, I'll do a review. And I want to start it as well, which was the plan of building the Aston to get that done, but someone scuppered that.
Oh, no.
Naming any names, Joseph? What?
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 Whoa.
Oh,
Started
yeah.
a buddy build.
Well, yeah, I know you're supposed to wait for me a little bit.
What do you mean, wait?
Flown ahead. Flown ahead. You've done a
haven't
PJ
flown.
on me. PJ on me. You'll be moaning about the kit next.
No. 2 different kits too.
I know. Is it the same as one Matt Armstrong is building? No, I think that's an earlier one, isn't it?
Think so, yeah.
I think that one's an earlier one that he's building. This is the brand new one, I think. Very similar though, just a bit more of an aggressive body on it, I think. Go to the PZY Facebook page. Have a look on there. I think I shared it on my Paul ISM page as well. It looks amazing. Looks like a beautiful kit. Looks really cool. Steve says he's waiting for the biplane to win. So he said the vote was rigged.
Nice one.
Don't encourage him, for Christ's sake. Mar Armstrong, yeah, that's his mum, Mar Armstrong. He's done a good job on that Porsche, to be fair. It looks nice painted now, have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
You know, and
wait.
he's got gold wheels on it as well. Look good.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
But rose gold, though, aren't they, Paul?
Different, isn't it? Really different. Definitely.
I'm not sure I like them. I'm getting
I
into the
think
role.
you need to see the car together first before you can judge it. But I was like, yeah, don't know. It's interesting. Paintwork's beautiful on that car. Looks amazing. Doing a good job. Anyway, there we go. We're all done. Another evening's streaming done. We'll be live in the morning 10:30 on my other channel. Come and join us. Links in the description for everything down below. If you want to watch my Patreon exclusive bench update, you can with Patreon down below and come watch that. It's 46 minutes of drivel. It's like this, but shorter.
Watch.
I think this was shorter, yeah.
What was that, Dan?
It's well worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's worth the entry
I'm
fee
enjoying
for the
doing
bench
those.
updates alone. Yeah.
I'm enjoying doing those.
You can tell. You can tell, actually.
Yeah, because I can be myself in them without worrying what. Because I know who's watching it. I've got complete control of who's watching it. It's different. So,
Well, it's like previously you didn't look forward to doing bench updates. Like
I've
regular
always looked
ones,
forward
or-
to a bench. I always enjoyed doing my bench updates, but this is different. It's more personal. I know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
You know, there's only so many people that can watch it and what have you, so it's nice to be able to be a bit more open. Not that I'm like, doing things you shouldn't be, but I'm sharing stuff I would normally share publicly, basically. Mainly because I think I'm boring people and they don't want to see it, but yeah, exactly. Poor Paul. Better fall asleep. Are you still awake, Al? Yeah,
I'm
good.
awake.
Yeah.
Barely.
Anyway,
Still holding on to the planet.
we're gonna let the old timers go because they'll be asleep in a minute. I'm not gonna lie, Al. I've had a migraine for a bit today. That's why I didn't think we were going to stream tonight. But yeah, I was sat there with my eyes shut when I could have quite happy gone to sleep myself. So yeah. PJ, could you put that link on again for tomorrow, please? Can you put it in the chat again for him?
Yep, okay.
You can just scroll up, Wayne, as well. It'd be further up. Mate.
Yeah, I was just want to say why.
Just scroll up, Wayne. Scroll back up through the chat. It'll be up there. But Paul wants to put it in again. He can. There you go.
Anyway, there it is.
There
you go.
Good man.
So thanks for joining us. Try and call in and see us tomorrow on my other channel. Hop in and join us. It's just modelling and chatting and talking rubbish. And if not, we'll see you next Friday. All right. Enjoy the rest of the day, everyone. Thanks to these guys.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
week.
Toodaloo.
Bye bye.
Hello.